You're early. Yeah, you are. Got you some fresh water, Daisy Dukes. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, hey, hey. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, my goodness. Hi, everybody. Hi, Uncle Hairball. You are early. You were. Handmade homegrown. Hey, girl. Thank you for stopping by. Handmade and homegrown. Welcome. Uncle Hairball. I'm always late, though. Not today. Good morning. Hey, radio dude. How's it going? Uncle says morning handmade. Peter. Hi, Peter. Hello, Peter. Hi, Lee. Magnetic North Adventures. Hey, my friends from the UK are here. How are you guys? Uncle Hairball says hi, Peter. Radio dude. Magnetic North. Hi, Peter. Ann. Hi, Ann. Ann's here. Ann, how are ya? How's it going with the heat, Ann? Uncle says, our Magnetic says hi, Uncle. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Lee. Lee says, hi, radio dude. Kelly, good morning, y'all. Good morning, y'all. Uncle Hairball says, morning, Ann's place. Magnetic North says hi to Handmade. Lee says hi, Ann. Radio dude. Sorry I'm late. I was distracted by the beach video. I'm here now. Time for tea. Earl Grey. Nice. Earl Grey hot. Earl Grey's good. I like Earl Grey. Just with sugar. Just a little sugar. And you're not late. You're right on time. Kelly. Hi, Kelly, says Lee. Handmaid says hi, Uncle. Uncle says, all right. Y'all tighten up. Kelly Hurd's here. West Country Mother's. Hey, West Country. West Country says, hello, everybody. Hi, Daisy. Hi, West Country. How are you guys? Happy Monday, by the way. Kelly says, hi, Lee. Uncle says, hey, West Country Mother's. Handmaid says, good morning, Magnetic North. West Country says, hi, Kelly Hurd. Kelly says, LOL, Uncle. Magnetic North says, hi, West Country. Radio dude. I'm in a quiet mood today. Don't tell anyone. Okay, I won't. Ann says it's bearable. Oh, it's bearable? What's bearable, Ann? What is your bearable? Mine is about 88. Mine's about 88. After that, I just don't like it. West Country says hi, Uncle. Kelly says hi, West Country. Lee, you're doing okay? Good. Me too. I'm good. West Country says hi, Lee. Magnetic North Adventures. Radio dude. Hello, everybody. Scully Pop. Hey, Scully. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Scully. How you doing? West Country says we're good, Daisy. Oh, good. I'm so glad that you guys are good. West Country says hey, Scully. West Country says hi, not radio dude. Peter says how's everybody? How's everybody? Peter asks. Peter, how are you? Magnetic North says West Country like the stones you built. Scully says, hey, Hairball. West Country says, hey there, Peter Harper. Radio Dude says, hey, Mudlarks. Magnetic North says, hi, Scully. West Country. Hey, Scully. Scully says, doing well. Oh, good. I'm glad. Ann says it's 96. Ew. And you call that tolerable? Oh my goodness. Girl, that's awful. Scully says hi West Country and hi Ann. Ann says still hot but not over 100. Is there really a difference between 96 and 100? That's just really hot. Let's see if I can raise you up. Oh, I can. There we go. Scully says hi West and Ann. Ann says still hot. Yeah, not over 100. Radio Dude, my ideal operating temperature ranges between 65 and 75. Yeah. And 80, like up to about 80. That's it. Ann says hi Scully. Uncle Hairball, I'm good despite an early morning dose of rudeness on the CB. Scully says thumbs up. Thank you, Scully. Kelly, I woke up at 2 a.m. and couldn't get back to sleep. So I watched some Magnetic North and West Country videos. Yay! Oh, Kelly, I love that. We gotta pin that up. They're wonderful channels and they're wonderful people. Yes, Kelly. Oh my goodness, yes. I love them both. I love them all, right? I love both those channels and the people. Awesome, Kelly. I love that so much. Magnetic North says hit the like button. Please hit the like button, everybody. West Country says yes, 4 degrees. It's a big difference. Okay. Scully says so calm and peaceful. It is very calm today. Yeah. It's quiet. Hey, Larry. Larry says good morning, Daisy. Good morning, Larry. How's my friend Larry doing? Happy Monday. Ann says I can't really say since I sit under the aircon. Yeah, me too. That's where I would be sitting. Mm-hmm. Lee says hi, Larry. Peter says hi, West Country Mudlarks. Uncle Hairball says hi, Larry. Kelly says yes. Right, Kelly? Yeah. I know it. They're great. West Country says thank you, Kelly. Heard that. Radio Dude said Hairball, isn't that every day? I rarely turn mine on anymore. West Country says hi, Larry sings. Magnetic North, thank you, Kelly, Heard, and Daisy. Oh, you're welcome. I love you guys. I love your channels. I love the people on the channels, and I love the channels. Yep. Mm-hmm. Peter says it's nice to see everyone. Isn't it? It is, Peter. Thank you so much, Peter, for being here. Kelly says hi, Peter. Scully says hey, Larry. Peter says hey, Kelly, how are you? Scully Pop says hey, Kelly. Uncle Hairball says Radio Dude. Sometimes, yeah. But these are guys I've talked to several times before. Maybe they're just barely out of bed. I don't know. Are they? Maybe they didn't have their coffee yet. I don't know. Kelly says you're welcome, West Country. Kelly says hello, Larry. Uncle Hairball says I wonder who in their cornflakes. Someone pooped in their cornflakes. That's not good. That's never good, right? It's never good. West Country says some great finds in this next video. Awesome. Oh, I'm so glad. Tina says hi. Hi, Tina. Tina, the fan of Fire Emblem. How are you, Tina? Happy Monday. Radio Dude, Kelly, you should give your neighbor a carton of milk with a picture of his boat. I think he took it in for service. Because he got it 1 year ago. And he took it the other day, and now he's still here. Like, he's here. I saw him last night. So I'm thinking the boat is just in for service. Yeah. Too bad he wasn't gone with the boat. That would be a little better. Lisa says hi, Tina. Uncle Hairball says hi, Tina. Welshman. Hey, Welshman. Welshman forever. Hello, Welshman. Welshman said hi. Mayhem and Miracles. Good morning, Daisy. Good morning, Mayhem and Miracles. Welcome. Wow, thank you for being here. Everybody say hi to Mayhem and Miracles. Kelly says Radio Dude, LOL. West Country says hey, Welshman. Welshman says hi back. Kelly says hi, Welshman, too. And he says hi back to her. Magnetic North says hi, Welshman. Uncle Hairball says hi, Welshman, and Mayhem and Miracles. Brylan Farm is here. Hi, Kelly and all. Hi, Brylan Farm. How are ya? Good to see you, Stacy. Good to see you, Stacy. Brylan Farm, one of my very first YouTube friends. I'll love her forever. Welshman says hi, Daisy. Hi, Uncle. Radio Dude says I was watching a live stream with roosters and I suddenly craved cornflakes. I did not know why. Kelly says, did you give your neighbors cupcakes? I did, yes. I sure did. I took 2 down the hall and I took 4 downstairs. Yep. Uncle Hairball says hi, Brylon Farm. Magnetic North says hi, Mayhem and Miracles. Mayhem says hi, Uncle. Lee says hi, Stacy. Mayhem and Miracles says hi, Magnetic North Adventures. Brylon Farm says hi, Uncle. Peter said hi. Hi, Peter. Radio Dude, hello to everyone who recently entered the chat. Hello, everybody. Kelly heard that. It's good having people around for that. I know, Kelly, right? So when I worked, I would always bake when I worked. Like I would make cookies or cupcakes or brownies or whatever. Cheesecake. I'd make cheesecake, and I would take just a little bit out for myself because I lived alone, and I would take the rest to work. I would give it away to all my friends and all the people who came into where I worked. Yeah, it's good to have people around to give it away to. Exactly. Yeah. Peter says hi, Radio Dude. Mayhem and Miracle says good morning, everyone. Good morning. We do have tea here. What is going on with my camera here? Oh, there we go. I was trying to show you the plane. It was right overhead, but I couldn't get the camera to move. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Kelly says, yum. West Country says, hey, May. Uncle Hairball says, I haven't had a good brownie in ages. Well, I just made them. They were really good. You missed out. I could have sent you one. Mayhem says, hi, West Country Mudlarks. Ann says, hello, Masha. Mayhem says, good morning, Ann. T-Bird stacking, no way. Hey, T-Bird. Good morning, Daisy May. God, good to see you. Back from my week vacation in the mountains with no service, off the grid. Had a great time with Mrs. T-Bird. Oh my God, T-Bird, that's wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, I'll bet you and Mrs. T-Bird had a wonderful, wonderful time. Wonderful. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to see videos on your channel. Are you going to put up videos? Nice. Well, welcome back, T-Bird and Mrs. Bev says, hey, Daisy. Hi, Bev. How's it going? Kelly says, Magnetic says, hi, T-Bird. I better get rid of that. Magnetic North says, hi, T-Bird. Good to see ya. West Country says, hi, Bev. T-Bird says, hey, West Country. Good to see ya. Magnetic says, hi, Bev. That came up like twice. T-Bird said, hey, West Country. Bev says, hey, West Country. Uncle Hairball says, hey, T-Bird stacking. Bev says, hello, Magnetic. West Country says, hey, T-Bird. T-Bird says, hey, Lee. North Texas bird feeder Andrew's here. Hey, Andrew. Quick flyby as the plane flies over. I hope you're having a great start to your Monday, everyone. Thank you, Andrew. Everybody say hello to North Texas bird feeder Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you so much, Andrew. You have a good day, too. I know I'll see you around later. Peter says, I enjoy seeing everyone in live stream. Nice, isn't it? It is nice, Peter. It's a great way to start my morning. I have you guys. And I have tea. I have tea and you guys. Yeah, it's great, Peter. Radio Dude says, hey, Bev. Miss Ladwig's here. Hey, Miss Ladwig, good morning. She says, I'm back. Good morning. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Bev. T-Bird Stacking says, hey, Uncle. MK Fishin'. Hey there, Marlin. Hey there, Kelster. MK Fishin's back. Welcome, buddy. How are ya? You still in jolly old England? Bev says, hey, Radio Dude. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Andrew. North Texas bird feeder. How's it going? West Country says, hello, Miss Ladwig. Uncle Hairball says, Miss Ladwig, the YouTube lover, hello. When Larry sings, I'll have a cherry cheesecake, Miss Daisy. Hey, Larry. How's Larry doing? Larry. Maybe I'll make cheesecake one of these weeks. That's a good idea. Bev says, hey, Uncle Hairball. Magnetic North says, hi, MK Fishin'. So does Hairball. Yeah. Uncle Hairball says, too. Miss Ladwig says, Uncle, hi. And says, Sevki is coming home tomorrow morning, early at 6:30. So that means I will not see you tomorrow, correct? Good, Ann, I'm glad. I'm glad. Radio Juice says, I love cheesecake. Maybe we'll make cheesecake. I'll give it some thought. I have my mom's recipe. West Country says, hi, Ann. Hey, Ford Mustang's here, everybody. 1967 Ford Mustang. Hello, Miss Daisy. How are you doing today? I just finished work. Hi, Ford Mustang. How are you? You finished work. And now you going home to go to sleep? Miss Latwick says, hi, West Country. Ford Mustang says, like done. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Ann says, so I'll be able to have this darn tooth removed. Oh, good, Ann. Oh, you're still dealing with toothache pain and the heat? Oh, Ann, that's like a double whammy. So sorry. Uncle Hairball says, hi, 1967 Ford Mustang. Magnetic North says, hi, Andrew. Bev says, how are you, Daisy? I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Bev. Thank you so much. Monkey Run's here. Hey, Monkey Run. Hi there, Miss Daisy. Nice boats. Well, they're not my boats, but thank you. How's it going, Monkey Run? Welcome. Magnetic North says, hi, 1967. Ann says, hi, West Country. Lee says, hi, Miss Ladwig. West Country says, hi, 1967 Ford Mustang. Mustang says, hello, all. Hello, Mustang. Bev says, hi, Ann. Ann says, hi, Bev. Magnetic North says, hi, Monkey. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Monkey. Monkey says, hi, Magnetic North. Abigail says, hi, hi, Abigail. Welcome, Abigail. How are you? Oh, it's so good to see you, Abigail. Bev says, hey, 1967. Peter says, hi, T-Bird. Monkey says, hi, Uncle. Monkey says, hi, Uncle. Does that make you a monkey's uncle? I'm not a monkey's uncle. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Abigail. Abigail says, I'm doing amazing. Awesome, Abigail. T-Bird says, please be sure to smash that like button. Thank you. And show Daisy some love and support. Yes, please hit that like button. Thank you, guys. Miss Ladwick says, are we playing games right now or not? No, not now. This afternoon, after lunch. 1:30. We're playing Scrabble today. We'll have match game and we'll have Scrabble. Bev says, hey, Abigail. Magnetic North says, hey, Abigail. T-Bird says, hey, Peter. Kelly heard that's using emoji. Soul Sleep, thank you, guys. Ford Marseille says, I'm good, thank you. Monkey Runs using emojis too. Thank you, Monkey. Uncle Hairball says, stupid cup's empty again. Be right back. Take your time, no worries. T-Bird Stackins using emojis. Thank you, T-Bird. MK says, yes, but seems like I'll be allowed to drive again, so that's good. Just not sure where to go right now. Abigail says, hi, MK. Peter says, hi, Mustang. West Country's using emojis. Thank you, West Country. Mustang says, I'm going home to see my girlfriend and my kids. Nice, Ford Mustang. That's a nice welcome home, right? Yeah. MK says, hi, Abigail. Ann says, all the time. Reason why I avoided YouTube a few years ago. Ann, I don't know what that means. All the time. Reason why I avoided YouTube a few days. Oh, yes. I got you, Ann. Yeah, I understand. Oh, my goodness. I don't know how you're doing it. Mustang says, hi, Peter. Mayhem and Miracles. I shared you out, Daisy. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Mayhem and Miracles. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. That's so kind of you. Ann says, only got on for short moments. Oh, God, Ann. I don't even know how you know your own name. That's a lot going on. Toothache pain is the worst. And then you have that heat. I'm so sorry, Ann. Radio Deuces, Uncle Hairball, maybe your cup has a hole in it. MK says, right, I need to get to a orthodontist too. A little one tooth brace broke off. Oh no. MK, you have got to have some good luck. Everybody needs to send all their good vibes, good luck, good prayers, good juju, all of it. Send it to MK Fishing because this man has had nothing but some bad luck for a few months now. And it's about time that things start to look up for him, all right? Everybody. Bev says, hey, MK. Abigail says, I'm doing amazing. And then we have this. We have the garbage truck. You're doing amazing, Abigail. Awesome. Awesome, Abigail. Sorry, guys, my tripod's not working right. Pillsbury Yurta's here. Hey, Yurta. Wait a minute, hold on. I don't know what I did, but something is not right here. All right, Pillsbury Yurta. Hey, Addison, welcome, buddy. How are ya? MK says, hey, Ann. Radio Dude says, Abigail's here. Hi, Abigail. West Country says, hey there, Abigail. Not Radio Dude says, hi, Addison. Magnetic North says, hi, Pillsbury. Pillsbury says, hey, Phil. All kinds of noise going on today. How's it going, Addison? Abigail says, nice. Miss Ladwig says, okay then. All righty. Yeah, in the morning we have tea. We play games in the afternoon and we do crosswords in the evening. And we are doing all that today. We're having tea. We're having tea right here. Okay, we're having tea. And then later on we're playing Scrabble. Excuse me. And after Scrabble, we're going to play a match game. And then tonight we're doing crossword puzzles. Yeah. Pillsbury Yurta. Addison says, hey, Magnetic North Adventures. MK says, can't call you Sexy Ann anymore since, as far as I know, I'm a taken man. You're a taken man? Awesome, MK. Wow, nice. Miss Ladwig says, I'll be back later then. Thank you, Miss Ladwig. Thank you. Ann says, hi, MK. I'm a taken woman. Excuse me, folks. Excuse me. Radio Dude says, I was taken once, but I managed to escape. Monkey Run says, I love these emojis. Thank you, Monkey Run. Ann says, neither do I, Kelly. Lee says, I have no videos this week. I must go filming tomorrow. Yeah. MK says, LOL, I know, Ann, but you still laid it on thick. I'm Dundee. LOL. Now, somebody is here that I cannot read. I see, I can't even read it. Hi. I am from India. Well, nice to meet you. Don. Lee says, hi, Don. Okay, it's Don. Thank you. And it says, all just games, Dundee. LOL. All just fun and games. Don's used emojis. Thank you so much. Uncle Hairbus says, coffee, sweet nectar of the gods. There you go. DJ's here. Hey, DJ. DJ says, prayers for MK. Thank you. Yes, please. Kelly says, Magnetic, I watch whatever you have, old or new. She likes it all. Magnetic North says, hi, DJ. Bev says, hey, Pillsbury. Don says, give me truck. T-Bird Stacking says, sending good vibes and prayers your way, MK. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Ann says, I didn't know MK is you, Dundee. I meant I was taken by Dundee. There we go. DJ says, hi, Lee. T-Bird Stacking says, thank you, MK's Fishing. Don says, give me boat. Why would you say something like that, Don? Yurta says, oh, good, how about you? I'm also good, Addison. Thank you so much. Peter says, thanks for this fun live stream. Bless you, my friends. Thank you, Peter. Bless you too, Peter. Don says, I am Don. Bev says, hey, T-Bird. Don says, Peter, hello. Uncle Hairball says, you got the planes and the automobiles, just missing the trains. We have those too, but they're not around here. Right on. Noise pollution. Rubberneck. Hey, Rubberneck. Good morning, young lady. How's it going? Everyone say hi to Rubberneck. Good morning, young lady. Magnetic North says, hey, Rubberneck, morning. So does Uncle Hairball. MK says, oh, LOL, Ann. Don says, you from America? Wheezy's here. I'd be so worried about floods if I lived that close to the water. Yeah, right? No. You know, freak things do happen. Nothing you can do about it, but Thank you, Wheezy, for stopping in. West Country says, hey, Rubberneck. Radio Dude says, good morning, Rubberneck. So does Bev say, hey, Rubberneck. West Country says, I'm anybody's. Rubberneck says, hello, Uncle Hairball. Uncle Hairball says, y'all spank that like button if you haven't already. Thank you, guys. Hit that like button. Rubberneck says, hello, West Country. Magnetic North using emojis. Thank you, Lee. Rubberneck says, hello, Bev. Hello, not Radio Dude. Radio Dude says, Uncle Hairball, I spanked it for sure. Uncle Ann says, now that all that is cleared up, how are you, my sweet Dundee? Haven't spoken in a while. All right, Ann wants to know how you doing, Marlon. Kelly says, I done did that, Uncle. Thank you, Kelly. He says, nice. When Larry sings, the best part of waking up is coffee in my cup. I miss Daisy in the morning. Oh, thank you, Larry. Oh, Larry, I'm sorry, but we have to replace that pin. Thank you, Larry. Monkey Run says, hi, self. Message Don. Mayhem and Miracles says, have a wonderful day, Daisy and everyone. Thank you, Mayhem and Miracles. You too. Thank you so much. Bev says, hey, Larry. Uncle Hairball says, when Larry sings, agreed. Oh, thank you, guys. Ann says, you too, Masha. Bev says, hey, Mayhem. Larry says, hello, Bev. Magnetic North says, take care, Mayhem and Miracles. Yes, have a great, wonderful day. And thank you so much. Mayhem and Miracles, everybody. Hi, Michael. The truck is all loaded up and about to head out. Where are you going, Michael? And good morning, Michael. Happy Monday, all right? Kelly Hurd says, hi, Rubberneck. And she says, hello, Jelly, which I think she meant Kelly. The Magalorian, are you an introvert? I don't know. I don't know, honestly. I think I'm a little bit of both. Abigail says, hi, Uncle Larry. Rubberneck says, hello, Kelly, sorry. Bev says, hey, Kelly. Ann says, hi, Abigail. Radio Dude says, oh, hi, Kelly, heard that. Kelly says, hi, Radio Dude. Gladiator. Ciao from Romania. Welcome, Gladiator. From Romania. Wow, welcome. Sean's here. Hi, Sean. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon to everybody around the world. Good evening. West Country says, hi, Gladiator. Greetings to sunny Florida from sunny and hot Moscow. How are you? How's your mood? Hello, Ann. I'm going to call you Ann, okay? Or AA, because I don't read that. So I'm going to call you AA, all right? Greetings, yes, welcome from Moscow. Holy moly. Welcome to Florida. West Country says, hi, Sean. Rylan says, welcome, MAGA. Scully Pop says, see you later. Thank you, Scully. Have a great day. He says, you too, Scully. Everybody check out Scully Pop. Scully Pop is amazing. Does wonderful shows. Good channel. Great guy. You'll love it. Scully Pop. Thank you, my friend, for stopping by. Magnetic North says, hi, Sean. West Country says, hey, Bryland Farm. Gladiator like 25. Thank you, Gladiator. Thank you so much. Lee says, hi, Gladiator. Abigail says, hi, Scully Pop. And hi, Gladiator. Bev says, hey, Scully. Rubberneck says, happy driving, Michael. Yeah, where are you off to, Michael? Bryland Farm says, hey, West Country Mudlarks. Michael says, my carpet is about to get done. Oh, that's right. You're getting new carpets. Yeah. Nice. Abigail says, hi, Michael. West Country says, hi, Michael. Magnetic North says, I hope everyone is well and having a blessed day. It's so good to be here with you all. Oh, thank you, Lee. I'm going to pin you up too, my friend. Ann says, Jelly Kelly has a pink belly. And Bev says, hey, Michael, Welshman forever. Back, my housing support worker popped over to check on me. Well, welcome back, Welshman. Welcome back. Lee says, hi, Michael. Peter says, hi, Ann. Hi, Bev. Ann says, hi, Peter. Magnetic North says, hi, AA. Rubberneck says, hello, Ann. Bev says, hey, Peter. Uncle Hairball says, I need to do some better content. I don't have the gear, though. Uncle Hairball, the only thing I ever used up until just recently was my phone. I used my phone for everything. I used my phone for months and months and months. See what we can do. Ann says, hi, Brylon Farm, Palazzo Place. Hey, Palazzo Place, good morning, early birds. Good morning, Palazzo Place. Welcome. Brylon Farm says, hey there, Ann, good to see you. Magnetic North says, hi, Palazzo Place. Welshman Forever says, thank you. Bev says, hey, Palazzo Place. Joshua's here. Joshua says, hi, everybody. I'm getting ready to go to work. Welcome, Joshua. Thank you for stopping in. Young Lee, hello, sister. Good day. Hello, Young Lee. Welcome. Welcome, new people. Welcome, new viewers. Welcome. Magnetic North Adventure says, hi, Joshua, and hi, Young Lee. West Country said a gift membership. Oh, West Country, thank you. Willie's Desert Hangout. Oh, that sounds really a cool place. Willie's Desert Hangout. I gotta check that out. Thank you so much, West Country Mudlarks. Thank you. Palazzo Place says, hi, Magnetic North. Brylon Farms says, welcome, Young Lee. So does West Country say, welcome, Young Lee. Hi. Wow. Thank you, West Country. Oh, thank you. So kind of you. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. Uncle Hairball says, that's all I have is an old phone and my shack. Camera sucks, mic sucks, lighting sucks. Just... Bev says, hey, Young Lee, Magnetic North, 28 likes. We can do better than that. Please hit the like button. Please hit that like button, everybody. It's just double tapping on your screen if you're on a mobile device. Thank you so much. Bev says, hello, Joshua. Rubberneck's used emojis. Thank you, Rubberneck. West Country says, not kind, just appreciate one of the best lives on the tube. Aw, you really are wonderful. You guys are wonderful. Lee says, I only use old phone, but always outdoors. And just feels like someone is behind my right eyeball trying to push it out. Oh. Oh my goodness, Anne. You are in a rough spot there, young lady. You're in a rough spot. Callie says, I'm going to be using an old phone too. Yeah. West Country Mudlarks. Oh, West Country Mudlarks. Thank you. Oh my goodness. West Country Mudlarks did a membership and a donation. Thank you so much. You are too good to me. Wow, thank you so much. West Country Mudlarks. Amazing, amazing people. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Urban says, sorry, Ann. Very kind, West Country. Yeah, I know it. Thank you, West Country. Welshman says, hi, Ann. Can you ask your eye to move over? I can't move. Yeah, she's in a lot of pain. And it's putting pressure, like, behind her eyes. Ann says, I suspect I might have high blood pressure because of the heat. Yeah, you could. It could, Ann. Keep drinking your water. Drink some water. Try to stay cool. Stay off your feet. Keep your feet elevated. Ann says, LOL, Welshman. Aw, yeah. She knows you're just joking. Ann knows jokes. Ann can take a joke. Yeah. I just hope she gets well. West Country says, right, I have to go. You all have a great time and hit that like if you have not hit it yet, and bye all. Thank you, West Country Mudlarks. Everybody, please check out West Country Mudlarks. They're a wonderful couple. They do great content, great videos. Mudlarking over there in the UK. Thank you, West Country. You're so kind. And it says, ouch, pinched it. I just joking. Yeah. Get well soon, Ann. Kelly says, bye, West Country. Yeah, bye, West Country Mudlarks. Thank you so much. West Country says, bye, Kelly. Heard that. Tina says, don't be political, please. Thank you, Tina. My pop showed up wanting to go to town. Mom scripts, help big bro pack some boxes, take pop to the bank and store. Too hot for all this. Got a busy day, Uncle. Welsh man says, I need another big breakfast. That reminds me, I still want to watch your video. I made toast. I made some toast real quick. I gotta put up a poll about what can we make on Friday. We know we've been baking lately. We made chocolate chip cookies. Then we made brownies. And then last week we made cupcakes. So what can we make this week? Kelly says, that's too busy, Uncle. That's too busy. How about fudge? Positive pokes. Hey, positive pokes. Positive pokes. Rubbernecks is how about fudge? Ooh. I'm not sure about that one, Rubberneck. I've always heard fudge is very hard to make. Jam tarts. Magnetic North says greetings from Sonal. He said he'd be over soon. Oh, thank you, Lee. I'm playing him on my tablet. Magnetic North says, hi, pokes. Hold on, guys. I gotta fix this. This is not right. There we go. There we go. Positive Pokes says, LOL. Rubberneck, strawberry apple pie. Yeah, my husband. I asked him last night. He said blueberry pie. I'm like, we're not making it for you. He said blueberry pie. Interesting. Uncle Hairboss is kind of aggravating because when I need help with something, everybody disappears, right? I know, but you're the one that everyone goes to. That says a lot about your character, that they can go to you for that. So, wear it like some armor. They know they can rely on you. And since they know they can rely on you, they ask you to do that. I wish I could hang out with my family. I miss my family. Anne says, I'm going to go take a cold shower now. Have fun, everyone. Thank you, Anne. Stay cool, young lady. Thanks, Anne. Positive Poke says, Daisy knows the rules. That's right, buddy. Keeping me on my toes, right? There we go. Rubberneck says chocolate chip muffins. Oh, muffins sound good too. Palazzo Place is new friend for you, Magnetic North Adventures, please. Okay, Palazzo Place. Positive Poke says snickerdoodles. My husband said that too. When I said no to the blueberry pie, he said, how about snickerdoodles? That's so funny. Kelly says, I've only had good tarts once and I keep wanting the rest to be good, but I'm out of luck there. Oh no. Only cookie that matters, Pasta Folks. Welshman says, are butterfly cakes? Yes, I want in, give you and like. Oh, good. Yeah, I just have it sitting on my, I'll show you. Hold on, guys, I need a cough. Sorry, folks. I'm so dry. Positive Pokes, I made a PBJ cake and it was good. Oh, wow, really? I like blueberry pie. That's yummy also. Uncle Haribo says, when's it my turn? I know, right? I hear you, buddy. Oh, the stories I could tell you, Uncle. Rubberneck says blueberry turnovers. Magnetic North connected with Palazzo Place. Rubberneck says, oh, you get those tiny twist pretzels and a bag of rolls and a bag of M&Ms. Make those yummy pretzel roll candies. So yummy, one of my favorites, and super easy. I don't know what that is, Rubberneck. We got to talk on Discord. Maybe we could do something like that. Sure, I'd love that. Okay, Rubberneck, when you get some free time, send me on Discord. I've never done that. Uncle says, I don't like snickerdoodles. They don't even taste like Snickers. They don't taste like Snickers, but they're very cinnamony, and I love cinnamon. They're not my favorite, but they're okay. John K. Hey, John. Pickup time is 11. Hi, John. Pickup time, 11 a.m. You got it. Rubberneck says, hydrate yourself. Put a small dab of salt on your tongue and drink a full glass of water. Oh, that's a good one. I have water and tea. I'm constantly, it's just, guys, I'm sweating so much. It's so hot. Rock Solid Passion. Hey, Rock Solid. Good morning, Rock Solid Passion. Welcome. How are you? Rock Solid says, good morning, everyone. Rubberneck says, salt opens your cells to accept the water. Oh, okay. I will do that. Rock Solid says, hey, Lee. Thank you, Rubberneck. Positive Pokes says, good day, everyone. Good day, Positive Pokes. Rubberneck says, I'll share that with you on Discord. Thank you, Rubberneck. Thank you. Raccoon Man. Hey, Raccoon Man. Good morning. Good morning to you. Magnetic North says, hi, Rock Solid. How are you? And hi, John K. Radio Dude says, hey, Positive Pokes. Brylon Farm says, welcome, Radio Raccoon Man. Magnetic North says, hi, Raccoon Man. Radio Dude says, hi, Brylon Farm. Pillsbury Yurta Addison says, hey, Pokes. Rock Solid says, great. How are you? No, great. Thank you. I just finished your latest, Lee. Awesome as always. Loved it. Oh, that's great, Rock Solid. Magnetic North says, salt also clears headaches. Brylon Farm says, hey, Radio Dude. Thank you, guys. I see the trolls are all over this morning, right? They're here. I see them over at Sonals. Thank you, guys, for having my back. I appreciate you. I want you guys to know that last night somebody named Daisy with a brand new account, at least I'm not sure if it was a brand new account, I shouldn't say that, but somebody named Daisy went into Nana a 5 live stream and she thought it was me. Now, I don't know if the person pretended to be me or if they just are, it's a coincidence, but just be aware. If you see someone that just says Daisy, it's not me, all right? They're out and about. Monday, back to work for trolls also, right? Brylon Farm. Right on. Rubberneck says, dang trolls, they got nothing better to do, right? Lee says, no problem. We want drama-free zones. Yes, thank you, Magnetically. Thank you, Lee. Uncle Hairball says, Knucklehead's getting an early start. That's right. Radio Dude says, you ain't cool unless you got some trolls. Brad says, got my coffee. Good morning, Chad. Hi, Brad. Welcome, Brad. Cheers, buddy. I do have a little bit of tea left in there, just a little bit. There we go. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to you guys. This looks crooked, doesn't it? There we go. Wow, I've never had any trolls, but I rarely go live. Oh, yeah, they're in rare form today. Yep. Brylon Farm says, welcome, Brad. Lana, AE. Welcome, Anna. Magnetic North says, hi. Oh, Lana. Sorry, Lana. Excuse me. I said Lana. Is it Lana? Excuse me. Uncle Hairball says, if you ain't got trolls, you ain't doing it right. I might not be doing it right. LOL. Brad says, good morning. Good morning. Rock Solid says, hi. Hi, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Rubberneck says, LOL, Uncle Hairball. 222's here. Hey, 222. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Brent. How you doing, buddy? T-Bird Stacking says, rock solid passion. Good to see you. Rubberneck says, it seems true, right? Radio Dude says, I read somewhere that trolls are afraid of billy goats. I don't know if that's true. Brad says, thank you. Hey, Brad. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Kelly says, good morning, 222. Brad says, the water looks nice. Yeah, it does. It looks like all the seaweed's gone, too. Yeah, it looks pretty nice today. There you go. Thank you, Brad. Magnetic North, rock solid. I need to catch up on your recent video. Radio Dude, Uncle Hairball, I don't have any trolls. Lee says, hi, 222. Rubberneck says, what's on your agenda for games today? Today we're playing Scrabble. We're going to play match game and Scrabble after, lunch, 1:30, match game, and then Scrabble. And then crossword puzzles tonight at 8 o'clock. Maybe some Waldo. Who knows? You never know. Rock Salad said, bird's the word. I was just thinking of you yesterday. I hadn't seen any new stuff. I'm going to drop by, check that what I missed. Awesome, Rock Salad. Plaza Places, return the love. T-Bird said, hi, 222. 222 says, hey, Magnetic, Cali, Rubber and all. Bryland Farm just forgot about that one, Radio Dude. Plaza Places, thank you, Magnetic North. Rubberneck says, ugh. Now Uncle Hairball will get a bunch of trolls. I miss trivia. That's okay. That's okay. If you can make it, you make it. If you can't make it, you can't make it. It's totally all okay. No worries. Thank you, everybody. 222 says, hey, T-Bird. T-Bird. Uncle Rubberneck, that's okay. They still count as views. That's right. Count those views up. Watch the ads. Hit the like button. All that stuff matters. Peter says, hi, Rubberneck. I'm sure the trolls were listening. I'm sure they were. Lisa says, I don't know what worse, trolls or troll no cookies. T-Bird Stacking Rock Solid Passion. Thank you so much. Just getting back from a week's vacation off the grid with no cell service. How wonderful does that sound? Going away for a week with no cell service. That sounds amazing. Really cool. Rubberneck says, yes, they do, Uncle Hairball. 222 says, I don't think trolls are into passive listening, Kelly. Rock Salad says, thank you, Lee. I just did one last night. Rubberneck says, hello, Peter. Share Bear's here. Hey, Share Bear. Share Bear says, Palazzo Place, Rubberneck, T-Bird, Magnetic North, Peter Harbor, Daisy, and 222, good morning. 222 says, hey, Share Bear. Magnetic North says, yes. I seen notice today. We'll watch soon. Rock Solid Passion. 222 says, nice and calm out in Florida. Yeah, so far so good. You were in the Adirondacks. Oh, get out of here. The Adirondacks? I've been up there. It's beautiful up there. A friend of mine has a cabin up there. Nice. Yeah, the Adirondacks are beautiful. Oh, T-Bird, that was lovely, I'm sure. Did you see that there was a campground or something called Santa? Christmas, Santa? I forget. It's been a long time, but I remember a lot of it. Magnetic says, hi, Share Bear. Plaza Place says, Kelly in chat. Check out my new short and video premiere, Plaza Place. There you go. Thank you, Plaza Place. Everybody check that out. Rubberneck says, good morning, Share Bear. Dear Share Bear, excuse me. Rock Solid Passion says, Share Bear, good to see you, my friend. T-Bird says, hey, Share Bear, good to see ya. Kelly heard that, says, what happened? I missed it, can't keep track. Uncle Harold says, tips his hat and nods, morning, Sheriff. We need that up there. Share versus Rock Solid Passion, Uncle Hairball and Brylon Farm, good morning. Plaza Places, morning, Brylon Farm. Brylon Farm says, hi there, Share Bear. Thanks for stopping by the farm today. Radio Dude says, hey, Share Bear. We're back. Yay. Thank you guys for letting me know. Good morning. Welcome back, everybody. Dino Vic. Dino Vic, hey, Magnetic. Hello, Dino Vic. We're back, yeah. I hate the circle of doom. I'm never sure if it's on my end or not. Yeah, if you have it, just let me know, okay? Please just let me know. I'll fix it. Rubberneck is 5x5. Central Europe time. Hey, Dino Vic. Welcome. Peter says, hi, Share Bear. Hi, everybody. We're back. It's okay. Yeah, just let me know, guys. I'll fix it. Good morning, Palazzo Places, Rubberneck. Palazzo Places, good morning, Rubberneck. 222, when in doubt, it's not at radio. Share Bear says, hey, Peter Harper. Good morning. Lisa's Dinovic, where are you from? Welcome. Rubberneck says, hi, Palazzo Place. Brylon Farm says, welcome, Dinovic. Welcome, welcome. I always think it's my backwoods internet. Maurice, we talking about Jesus in here? Not really, Maurice. No, not really. Rock Solid Passion says hi. Rubberneck says hello, Brylon Farm. Well, hello, Maurice Powell. Welcome. Dinovic, half Serb, half Danish. I live in Denmark. Well, welcome from Denmark. Wow, welcome. This is the United States. This is United States. Welcome, welcome. Rubberneck's using emojis. Thank you, Rubberneck. Not Radio Dude says 222. My internet goes out several times a day. 222 says we're talking about the internet, Maurice. Magnetic North says that's cool, Dino. I'm in the UK. Plaza Place says good morning, Share Bear. 222 says I hear you, Radio Dude. Maurice is not a fan of him who gave his life for you. Maurice, we're not talking about those things right now, okay? You're welcome to stay and chat with us and chat with me, but we're not going to talk about that stuff, okay? Uncle Harold says, Maurice, not in this chat. Thank you, Uncle. Yeah, Maurice, you are welcome to stay and chat, but we're not talking about that. Everybody has their own beliefs on that, and we're going to leave that go to everybody. We're not going to try to influence anybody with religion. We're not going to try to change anybody's mind about religion. So we leave that out of the chat. Okay? Dinovic, I can hear that. It is Florida. Yes, we're in Florida. Yes. Rubberneck is fan, but this channel is for chatting, no religion or politics. Thank you, Rubberneck. Dinovic says here. Radio Juice says some people call me Maurice. Some people call me the Space Cowboy. I love it. Some people call me Maurice. Right? Yep. Sonal, hello, Miss Daisy, who's causing trouble. Hi, Sonal. Welcome, buddy. No trouble. We're all good. Share versus LOL Radio Dude. Plaza Places. Good morning, Peter Harper. Rubberneck says, go find a channel that suits your more. Please, yeah. This is not a religious channel. Yeah, just keep scrolling, okay? You're welcome to chat, but we're not chatting about those subjects. Sorry. Magnetic North says, hey, Sonal, little cheeks. Hi, little cheeks. I'm going to be a twerk master. You just wait. All right, I didn't even understand that. What does he say in that song? Some people call me Maurice because I speak of the pompatus of love. I don't know what it is. Wait, of the pompatus. I don't know. That's a good question. Thank you, guys. Jill Maurice, thank you, 222. Maurice says, LOL. Hey, Maurice, welcome back. Maurice, you're welcome to stay. Up, maybe not. Thank you, guys. You spoke the trolls into existence, Uncle. Yeah, what is that word? What is that word? Speak. We should, did you ever look up in the lyrics? Is it a Scrabble word? Agadesic. Agad. That'll be enough of that. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sonal, I had your live on. I showed everybody. Mihar channel is a very Christian-based channel from the Philippines with a large following. Oh, okay. I hit him. Thank you, Tina. Because I speak of the pompatus. That's what I said of love. People talk about me, baby. The pompatus. Thunderstorms are on the trolls. Pompatus. There you go, guys. The pompatus. You're right, the pompatus. You got it, Share Bear. You got it. Yep, you got it. Sonal, I had to live stream because I smell trouble in here. Aw, Sonal, thank you. Yeah, we've had some trolls. We've had some trolls. Share Bear says, hey, Sonal. LOL. Uncle says, back in a few. You got it, buddy. Sonal says, smell. Oh, geez, here we go. Peter says, hi, Sonal. Lee says, Kelly, we got you. We all love this channel and everyone in here, especially the host. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, guys. I trust you guys, too, so. Palazzo Place says, smell it, Sonal. Smell it. 222 says, what you're smelling is in trouble, Sonal. Rubberneck says, yep, Sonal, trolling in effect. Trolls. We need some cookies. Where's Lisa? 222 says, what you're smelling is pompatus. Sonal says, hello, everyone who said hi to me. Hello, everyone. Tina says, hi, Sonal, hope you're doing okay. Dino says, religion is a really bad topic when we don't know each other. It's a discussion between friends. But Dino, you are welcome to stay and chat. Share says, reminds me of Blinded by the Light and the fact that many of us thought they were wrapped up like a douche. Shivers says, yep, so sad. 222 says, yo, Sonal. Sonal says, Rubberneck, Daisy don't deserve this, especially in the morning. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sonal. Magnetic Zor says, agree, that's why it's not on here. That's right. 222 says, you're saying they don't say that, Chair Bear? Palazzo Place says, Kelly, you are too sweet for trolls. Thank you, Palazzo Place. You're so kind. Yeah, first Rubberneck. I'll stay and listen, and I'll be respectful. Thank you. Dinovic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are welcome to stay with us and hang out. And you said you were from Moscow? Was that the right? Are you the right person? Someone says, thank you, Dinovic. 222 says, yo, Dinovic, how's it going? That's all we ask. You be respectful to myself and to everybody who's here. If you want to talk about, the weather, the water, the sky, the boats. We can talk about any of that. But there's a few things we won't talk about. We won't talk about religion. Okay? There we go. Shearber says, I'm saying with those lyrics, it's been too long at this point to fix it. That's right. You can't fix it now. Teen says, Chrome said, trolls, you're in trouble for breaking the rules. Rubberneck is right. It's revved up like a deuce. Revved up like a deuce. Magnetic says, Denmark. That's right, Denmark. Like a deuce coupe. Plaza Place says, snapshot of Daisy May for my pups, please. Oh, sure. Wait till you see. Ready? No, I'm not rubbing your tummy. Oh, all right. Okay. All right. She likes to lay on the floor. She likes to lay on the floor. Dinovic, I'm half Serbian. My family's from Belgrade, but I live in Denmark. Denmark, yeah. Dino from Denmark, welcome. Uh-oh. Are they doing the grass? I think they're doing the grass. Lee says, I'm going to do a town tour tomorrow. I will do fast edit for Wednesday. Awesome, Lee. Thank you. Can't wait to see it. Someone says, no religion or politics, please. 222 said, Reverend X says, yes, 222. Palazzo says, hi, cutie. Oh, thank you, guys. Hi, little Daisy. She loves laying on the floor right by the door. She gets the breeze, you know. I pick her up, put her on the couch, she wants down. I put her in her stroller, she wants down. Radio Dude, you don't have to be respectful to Rodney Dangerfield. He gets no respect. That's right, he doesn't. Someone's a little Daisy, that's right. Rubberneck, come on, gotta rub that belly. That's right. Rub my belly, Mom. Rub my belly, Mom. My pups are just waking up too. Nice. Someone says, Dinovic, she's friendly. Oh, thank you, guys. I love it when you're petting your pet and they have that relaxed. I know it. She's so sweet, isn't she? Florida pups love the cool tile, right? They do, yep. She looks friendly. She's very friendly. Yes, my dog loves a good belly rub. Yep, Daisy too. Oh, they are doing the lawn, you guys. My pups wake me up every morning. Yep, Daisy doesn't wake me. Daisy wakes her dad. She waked him up at like 5:30 because he takes her out at 6 o'clock. And so she wakes up at 5:30. She goes right up on his chest. She like licks his face, nudges his face, and he lays in bed with her like that till like 6 o'clock. I was not happy this morning because the viewer said he isn't going to support me until he gets a wrench. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. Sono, you know how dumb that is, right? Rubberneck says, add her around 7 a.m. on weekends, 5:30 during the week. Oh, they know your schedule, right, Rubberneck? Yeah. Lisa Sono, that's their loss. You, sir, are a good person. I'm proud to know you. I'm proud to know him, too. Sono is fantastic. Yeah. Rubberneck says, no more sleeping in. Plaza Place, people holding their wrenches over your heads. That's so dumb. Radio Dude says, Sono, that's not the viewer you need to support you. If they demand a wrench, they don't deserve one, right? A lot of people just come in to make, connect. Oh, crap. Here they come, guys. Hi, Sono. Wrench? What wrench? All right, I got to get the remote mic. I'll be right back. Yep, dogs get very familiar with schedules. They do, right? Lee, I told him many times, just let me get to know you first. Hi, Janine. It's a beautiful view, but we have I gotta, I gotta get the remote mic. Hi, Janine. Welcome. Peter, any plans for games tonight? Yes, we're playing Scrabble this afternoon. All right, I'll be right back. Come here. Hi, guys. We're gonna head inside because the lawn guys are here. Come on, Daisy. Come on, baby. Come on, honey. Let's go. Hold on, guys. Come on. Good girl. Sorry, guys. They're doing lawn maintenance, so I left the camera, but we came inside. All right. Sorry about that. Can everybody hear me okay? The pompatus of love. The pompatus. So I was close to what I always thought it was. All right, here we go. The pompatus of love. All right, here we go. Janine, thank you. Dinovic. I keep losing the chat, guys. I'm so sorry. My old lad woke me up every day with a headbutt. Sometimes he did it too late and he painted our walls with brown stuff more than once. Shiver says, hi, Janine. Magnetic North says, hi, Janine. Sona says, hi, Kelly. Time to cut the grass, right? Rubberneck, if they started that way, they probably never follow rules. Right, exactly, Rubberneck, right. Sona says, I don't know what's going on with my chat. Hold on. How does that work? You have a microphone? Yes, I have a microphone. Hey, National Parks Princess. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. How's it going? Kenny. Hi, Kenny. I'm so sorry I'm behind. Which U.S. state? Oh, Tokur, Hussein. This is Florida, and I remember you've been here before. Janine says, thank you. Sonal. Shaber says, Lee, I have you playing in the background. Sonal says, I agree, everyone. Radio Dude says, hi, Janine. Rubberneck says, hello, Janine. 222 says, yeah, I would never give mod status to extortionists. Me either. Sonal says, welcome, Janine. Lawn Dude's loud, right? Egg salad sandwich. Oh, that sounds good, Addison. Rubberneck and everyone, thank you for having my back. Thank you, Sonal. Good morning, Candy. How are you? Thank you, Sonal. We all watch out for everybody, each other, right? We watch out for each other and everybody around us. Mm-hmm. Pillsbury Yurta, yes, we can. Okay, good. Janine says, thank you. Palazzo Place. Yes, indeed, Sonal, Rubberneck. Long guys need to respect the live stream. I know. Are you using a webcam? No, I'm using my phone. I use my phone. I hear you. Okay. Hey, Kenny says, Sonal, good morning, National Parks Princess. How are you doing? I would think pass out from the view. I need this in my days for Hi, Janine. Well, thank you. That's why I have tea out here, and I invite all of you guys here with me. We have tea, you have coffee or energy drink or whatever you like for your beverage of choice. And we just have a nice chat with a nice view. Thank you, Janine. A magnetic north says, hi, princess. So does Shiber say, hi, princess. Does it mean pompous? Oh, you want me to go back over to Google? Hold on. Pompatus. It says pompatus, often seen as pompatus, is a nonce word. It's nonce, Nonce, a nonce word primarily known from Steve Miller's joke song The Joker. It doesn't have a standard dictionary definition because it was created by Miller, who misheard the phrase puppetoots of love from a Vernon Green song. The term has since become a part of the pop culture, appearing in various media and even inspiring a film title. It doesn't have a definitive meaning. That's interesting. He just made the word up and it's stuck. Someone says, hello, MPP. MPP says, hey, Sheer Bear. Magnetic North says, Lawn Man walked off. Yeah, they'll be back. Rubberneck, it's a made up word. Yeah, it's made up. Like self important pompatus. Pompous. Arrived at work checking in to say hi. Thank you, National Parks Princess. Shearbird says, hi, Kenny. And hi, Pillsbury Yurta. Rubberneck says 36 likes. Hit that like button. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Shearbird says, hi, Addison. 222. I don't either. Also, I will never react if they take my wrench, right? Good, true friends will watch out for their friends. That's right, Rubberneck. Yep, we sure do. Dinovic, I visited Florida in 2007 or 8. I'm not sure, but it was a couple of years after I came home from Afghanistan. Wow. Did you like Florida when you were here? 222 says, here you're sonal. Janine, heart, you have such a beautiful spirit about you. Enjoy your life. Oh, thank you, Janine. Wow. Janine, where are you from? Can you tell us a little bit about you? Are you in the US? Are you in Florida? Mm. Radio Dude, I quote a wise man when I say spank that like button. Someone says 222, I'm on 3 big channels and it's tiring. 222 says, what do you do as a mod? Palazzo Play says, GoPro is also great for video photography. Yes. Yes. I just got a webcam because I have Mac products and my Mac will not allow me to stream onto YouTube, or YouTube won't allow my Mac to stream. Um, so it's a little bit of fiasco. So I had to buy an external webcam. I finally just got it hooked up. I think we're going to use it to play Scrabble this afternoon. I'm thinking everything is good to go. But another something like a GoPro, yes. Gonna eventually get something like that eventually. Yep. Thank you, Palazzo Place. Thanks, Daisy. Thank you, Rubberneck. Honest question. I don't know much about things. What'd you do as a mod? Um, Mod responsibilities are allowing the chat to flow freely, but yet intercepting things that may upset the chat, that may upset the host, may upset the rules of the channel, such as religion or politics. If someone comes in here spouting those things, the mods' responsibilities usually are to just get rid of them. I trust my mods. Matter of fact, I'm gonna de-wrench, I think, everybody, and I think I'm gonna start all over again. Because it is easier for people to make connections that way. But the moderators can also drop links for people who come in the chat that want their link dropped, and I think we're gonna go that route. Yeah. But that's some work I need to do yet. So we'll get there. 222, send links for the creator if they need to restream something. Kelly says, my mom's still mad that a so-called friend stole her Steve Miller album back in the 1980s. I have a Steve Miller CD. Radio Dude says, I have a Canon T6i, 9 batteries, 2 lenses, several filters, a tripod, and I still use my phone. The phones are so easy. It's just record. And even if you want to go live on YouTube, if you go to YouTube, You press the little plus button and you go live. There's no setting up anything. Is it as good as a regular camera? No, but it's pretty darn close, right? ShareBear 222. It lets you go to people's channels, or you can block, remove, or hide from a channel. Yes, yes. The moderators help the people who have the channel. Angel and Stitch. Hey, girl. Stitch Love's here. Everybody say good morning. That's Stitch Love right there. Our new friend Stitch. I'm sorry. Our friend Stitch has a new channel. That's Stitch Love. Okay. Natural Parks Princesses. Have a good day. Everyone heading to work. Thank you, Princess, so much. Shaber says hi, Stitch. Rubberneck says LOL, Dinovic. Sonal, I put up a funny short yesterday. Everybody check out Sonal's funny short. Stitch Love says hi, Magnetic. Uncle Hairball, question for all you YouTubers. What's the difference between portrait and landscape? Everybody does portrait, especially live stream. What's the deal? Okay, Uncle, I'm going to tell you. Portrait is vertical. It's if you're hanging a portrait, it's vertical. If you're doing the landscape, it's horizontal. And the only difference is there's a vertical live feed. So if you do vertical, aka portrait, it shows up in the live feed. And when you're scrolling through your phone on a live stream on YouTube, those are vertical lives. That's the difference. Stitch says hi, Magnetic. Sonal says I put up a funny short. Oh, got you there. Yep. Thank you, National Parks Princess. Thank you so much. Sonal says Dinovic. LOL. Dinovic, I actually have a cool cop in Florida. Nice. Stitch says hi, Share Bear. Uncle Hairball says, yeah, if somebody wants to connect, they can ask him out. Yes, I'm going to change it. Yep. Share Bear says, Uncle, it seems you get more views with portrait. I guess it's more for the algorithm. Magnetic says, that's how I do things, select mods, and I pick people want to find. They can ask for a link to some. Yep, exactly. Fair enough. I don't need to be a mod since I don't even know what they do. Rubberneck, I have a bunch of CDs. They just sit on the shelf because you can't get music played through YouTube and other platforms. I know it. I know it. Yeah. Go ahead, what's the shipper? Gotcha. Thanks. Sonal says, Lee, don't worry. I'm here to support for need of a mod status. Plaza Place, Janine should post some content on her YouTube channel. Dinovic, portrait is of a human. Plaza Place's portrait is for shooting shorts. Landscape is for short videos on YouTube. Yeah, but it depends. It depends. If you want exposure, if you want exposure on YouTube, you go vertical live. It gets you way more exposure than doing a regular video, a regular landscape video. Here's the secret, folks. This is the secret that I've discovered. Post your shorts. Make your shorts funny, nice, interesting. Like if you're scrolling through your vertical live feed and you stop at a short, what do you stop at? And once you realize what you stop at, that's what you like. So start doing shorts of what you like. And that brings people to your channel. And once you get people to your channel, then you lure them in and entice them with your videos. See, I'm not good at videos. Matter of fact, I suck at making videos. So I do live streams and I do mostly shorts. From time to time, I'll do a regular long form video, aka landscape video. But the key to my channel success, and it's a slow growth, but I'm very happy with it, is I post shorts that are what I think are funny or cute or interesting or things I enjoy. And you put them out there, and when people see that in the vertical live feed, they're going to come to your channel. That would be my advice. Take it with a grain of salt because I'm a dum dum. Yeah. I know Sono limits the mods. That's going to make a good system. Yeah. Yep. Excuse me. I still play CDs in my car. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I gave a bunch of my CDs to Goodwill, but I kept all my favorites. Like I have an autographed CD from the Goo Goo Dolls. I'm not giving that up. I'm never giving that up. Excuse me. Sono, a creator took my mod and I thank them for taking it. Now I can cool off in the hot weather. There you go. Dinovic, we didn't know we allowed to cross a highway. We wanted to go for beers. I thought we would just walk. He stopped us and gave us a ride to the gas station. We spent an hour talking with. Wow, nice. Plaza Place, Kelly, some huge channels never do lives. Yes, they do. And you know why? Because they got on YouTube before the live streaming was what it is today. Like a guy in a golden. A guy in a golden. I mean, he makes great videos. You know, he's got some creativity and some talent. You know, but some people don't have that. Like me, I don't have creativity, and I certainly don't have any talent. So I do what I can do, and to me, that's a live stream and some shorts. Right. Someone says I said Dinovic. He was so interested in Denmark. Billy Bago. I do watching. Hey, Billy Bago. Welcome, my friend. Ripped. RYPDX. Dang, you right. Hey, welcome. I'm right. Thank you. Palazzo, I do great on shorts views. I love them. Yeah, I do too. I get a lot of views on my shorts. Lee, agree, Sonal. I asked for mod status to be taken from several channels. Makes things easier. It does, right? Lee says, hi, Billy Bago. Radio dudes, some people say they're a dum-dum. Really are. Daisy May, you're not dumb. I'm not dumb, but I don't have creativity. You know, I don't. Take our friend, she cooks and roasts. You guys all know she cooks and roasts, right? Come on. She has creativity and talent. She has both. She's so good. Her channel's gonna really grow humongous eventually. Um, Me? No. I don't have talent and I don't have creativity. So that's what I mean about the few ideas I come up with. I don't want people stealing my ideas because it takes me a lot to come up with those ideas. Right? You guys understand, right? You're a talented game leader. You do that pretty well. Thank you, Rubberneck. Oh, I'm so dry. Thank you, guys. Sorry. This is how it is living in Florida. Thank you, Rubberneck. Lee, I think I may do the same, says Sonal. Peter Harper says, hi, Uncle Hairball. Billy Rago says, good morning. Good morning, my friend. Lisa Sonal, it brings a lot of peace and can do own things on own channel. Rubberneck says, you do have some creativity. I do? I do, really? I don't see it. Radio dude, I have a talent. I'm not a cupcake, so I can't make everyone happy, but I can annoy everyone. Too bad that's not a good content. Sonal's my video don't do well past year, and I stick to shorts and live streams. Rubberneck says we all have creativity capabilities. Yeah, my friend Denise, she says the same thing. Everybody has creativity in them. You just have to find out how to bring it out. And I'm like, yeah, Denise, I don't think so because you know what? I'm 60 something years old and I'm not creative at all. I'm not. But she says the same thing, Rubberneck. Yep. Yeah, Uncle Hairball says, hi, Peter Harper. Hi, Bill, your bago. Dino says, I'm a dum-dum, but not in the way most people think. Magnetic North says, Kelly, may I have mod status removed from the start? Sure. Sure you can, Lee. Uncle Hairball, Sonal's all about freedom. Not sure if I said hi, so hi. Dinovic says, sorry, my English. That's okay, Dinovic. Thank you for being here. Rubberneck says, I mean, look at your channel. You had to be creative to get it up and running. You draw people in. Oh, thank you, Rubberneck. The view sucks them in, right? I don't know. I was always sitting out having my tea in the morning, and I said to my husband, I could put a camera right here and just have people sit with me because it's a nice view. I'm out there enjoying my tea. Maybe someone wants to come and join me. And really, that's how I started to do a live stream out there. Where's Lisa? Lisa must be sleeping in today. Lisa must be sleeping. Thank you, Rubberneck. You're so sweet. Sonal, Rubberneck, I comment on one of your shorts. Rubberneck, you do have support, but you started out on your own, I'm sure. Yes. Yep. That's what I said. Brylon Farm, Stacy, Greg from Maine, G from Maine, Greg, and Sir Milkmaid were my 3 first YouTube friends that actually I talked to, and they would show up, and I would go to Stacy's. And the other ones didn't really have content then, but yeah. Where's Lisa, right? Daisy, you can also take my wrench if you need less mods. No, Sonal, I don't need less mods, but you're good. Do not ever count yourself short. You are a worthy Miss Daisy. Aw, thank you, Rubberneck. Someone says I've subbed everybody. Palazzo Places 108 for Billiard Bago. There you go. If you want to be creative, learn how to see. Magnetic says I'm connected to all. Radio Deuces, Kelly, that's your talent, making friends. Is that what it is? Thank you, Radio Dude. Uncle Hairball ain't even left the house yet, and I'm already sweating. Stupid clothes. There you go. Take them off. Take them all off. Peter, I have a sweet question. What inspired you to feature games on this channel? That's a good question, Peter. It all started this past winter when it was really yucky outside. And we came inside, and I said, well, what do we do now? I said, the only thing I have, what about crossword puzzle? Anybody want to do a crossword puzzle? And people were like, yeah. So we started to do a crossword puzzle, and that was during the day. And so we did a crossword puzzle, and then I said, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll start doing a puzzle stream most days. So I did. And the more people would come and play crossword puzzles, I said, well, what about maybe it's like a Scrabble game? I love Scrabble, and I have nobody to play with. My husband don't want to play. There's nobody else here can play with me. So I said, how about Scrabble? And so I started doing that, and it just took off from there. And now I'm trying to make a little variety. So, so we have a fun time. Good question, Peter. Thank you. You're so sweet, Peter. Palazzo, cooler days are coming, right? Palazzo Place, September. I tell people not till November because even October it's usually warm. I truly wish everyone could see the goodness that others see in them. We can all be worthy except the trolls. They just need to stop. Right, Rubberneck? We are the hardest on ourselves. We are the hardest on ourselves, right? Many trolls are bots. Also true. I painted graffiti for 28 years. You need to learn to see the world. Yes. I think a lot of graffiti is really nice. I do try to see the world, Dinovic. I do. When I go outside, I'm always looking around. I'm looking up. I'm looking up in the trees. I'm looking at the plants and the flowers and the water, the people going by. I try to make sure I do look around. Sherber says, "LO Rubberneck. Many trolls are bots." Yeah, Uncle. Maybe you can take people to run errands without clothes. Maybe you won't get any more calls. Oh, Kelly, that deserves a pin, young lady, because that is hilarious. Someone says, Lee, you look good in green. Uncle Hannibal says, Kelly, but I'd also get arrested. Rubberneck, I agree. We are the hardest on ourselves and fail to see ourselves correctly. You're right, Rubberneck. We all are so hard on ourselves. Why is that? It's interesting, right? LOL, Kelly. Dang it, Uncle. Yep. And I'm caught up. Oh, thank you, everybody, for being here. It's 9:31 on Monday, July 28th, 2025. We have 85 degrees. Most people are their own worst critic. Yes, absolutely, for sure, Uncle. The only thing is, as we get cooler days, we also get in the peak of hurricane season, right? Yeah. I like to try to encourage others. Oh, Rubberneck, you are so wonderful. I'm so glad I know you. Thank you, Zed, for sending Rubberneck over. I don't know if Zed's listening or not. I hope he's doing well. I miss you, my friend, but I hope you're doing well. And thank you for sending Rubberneck over. She's lovely. Farm Life on Grumble's Homestead. Good morning, all. Hey, Farm Life. How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Farm Life on Grumble's Homestead. Dinovic, I don't understand the need to go on the internet and talk down on people. Yeah, I agree with that. Someone says, Daisy, if you need less mods, I don't mind. I can give up my mod. No, Sonal. You're good. Radio Dude. I'm not hard on myself. I can't be. I'm the dude. We could take Radio Dudes away because he doesn't even care. Rubberneck says, you never know when someone just needs to be lifted, right? Right on, Rubberneck. That is the truth right there. Mhm. Uncle, when I'm home, I get no use for clothes. I live alone. Nobody comes here. Can't see my house from the road. Oh, brother. Rubbernecks' dad is one of my favorites on YouTube. Great guy. He is great. Always will be. Yes. He's wonderful. Sherbert says, good morning, Farm Life. Farm Life says, how's everyone doing this morning? Farm Life. I'm doing fantastic. I sure hope you are. Kelly says, you're not the radio dude. It's right in the name. Plazo Play says, hi, Grumble. Sono says, LOL. Farm Life says, hi, Shearbear. Magnetic North says, hi, Farm Life. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm going to start removing a bunch of the wrenches. And it's nothing against anybody. It's just the more and more I've been seeing in channels. I don't know. I'm trying to like do some testing of my own, if you know what I'm saying. Sono's still blue. Rubberneck says there are many good people on here. There are, Rubberneck. That's right. Yeah. Uncle Hairbrow, what if there's an emergency and you need to leave the house suddenly? Do you run? What if you had an emergency? Do you run out? No, he throws his clothes on. He probably runs around with shorts and t-shirt on or something. Rubberneck says, you all rock. You rock, young lady. Magnetic North says, hope you're well. Farm Life says, what's up, radio dude? Dinovic, have a little boat there. I'm a traditional boat builder. I'm not used to plastic boats. I think they're fiberglass. I don't think they're plastic. I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't think she wants to, Lee. Uncle says, no, I don't. No, I don't. You run around your house completely naked. Is that what you're saying? Sure, what's it? LOL, Uncle. Palazzo Place, Kelly, I see many channels only have a few mods. Yeah, some have a few, some have a lot. Share Bear. LOL, sun will be blue forever. Well, Uncle Hairball, make sure you leave a roll by the door in case you gotta run. Got a pair of sweats hanging by my bedroom door. Radio Dude, Farm Life just chilling with the best people on YouTube. Thank you, not Radio Dude. Magnetic North, yep. Dinovic is fiberglass, but us wooden boat builder guys called plastic. I gotcha. Wow, that's cool that you build boats. That's very cool. Rubbernecks, but I bet Uncle Hairball ain't the running kind. He would not. He would fight. He would fight, not run. Yeah, right, Rubberneck. Right on. Yep, that's exactly what he's saying. He walks around his house completely naked. You wearing boxers or something at least? Farm Life, great answer, Radio Dude. Uncle. Kelly, first responders see people in the worst situations in life. So if you have an emergency and can't put on your clothes, don't worry. They've seen it. That's true, Kelly. They have seen it all. Yep. Someone says class topics. Class topics says mods. Handmade and homegrown. I have been removing a lot of wrenches, but I also share everyone's links that come in. It isn't anything against anyone. I just need it manageable for me. Right? Handmade? Yep. And you know what the bottom line is? It's your channel, guys. You could do whatever you want. It's your channel. As long as you run your channel, along the YouTube guidelines, you can do whatever you want. They are very lenient with a lot of stuff. You can do pretty much whatever you want. They have some guidelines. You got to follow them. It's the way of the world, folks. But you do what you want. It's your channel. Thank you, handmade and homegrown. Sherber says they'll probably help a naked person first. Right. Especially some young girl. She's this hot guy, and she's going to be like, hey, man, I'll help you. Hairball says, Rubberneck truth. Rubberneck, I believe it. Uncle Hairball. Magnetic North says, handmade, that system works. Yeah. Dinovic, I'm retired, but I do it almost full time as a volunteer. Oh, right. Well, nice. Radio Dude says, Miss Daisy has the best friends and me. Miss Daisy has the best friends and me. That's right. Rubberneck says, right, Shearber. LOL. Uncle says, nope, not even boxers. I hate clothes. Oh, my goodness. Plaza Place says, Dino, I worked the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show for Choi Lee. They make beautiful wooden ships. Oh, how wonderful. Someone says, handmade, I understand. Rubberneck says, yep, you got to take control of your channel. That's right. It's your channel. Kelly says, I live in an old church and my former career would get everyone riled up, but I swear I wear clothes most everywhere. I live in an old church and my former career would get everyone riled up, but I wear clothes almost everywhere. I have to go now. Have a wonderful day. Everyone stay good and I'll see you soon. Bye, Magnetic North Adventures Lee. Everybody, Magnetic North Adventures Lee is working on his WH. You know what that is. Head over there, give him a like, give him a listen, play a playlist, play a video. Help him, okay, everybody? Thank you, Lee. Todd Saw, what a great conversation to come into. Hi, Todd. Welcome, Todd. How's it going? Magnetic North says, hi, Todd. Someone says, take care, Lee. Rubberneck says, if you don't control it, the trolls will gladly take over. I'm sure that's right. Rubberneck says, hello, Todd. Lisa, see you soon. Thank you. Thank you, Lee. Have a good day, my friend. Kelly says, hi, Todd. Rubberneck says, bye, Lee. Take care, Lee. Lee's such a kind soul. I love his accent. Same with Magnetic North. Not Magnetic North, West Country Muddlers. When you watch their videos, they use the word brilliant. Ian uses the word brilliant. And the way he says it, it's just like the cutest thing ever. Lee says hi to hi. Todd says hi, Lee and Kelly. Kelly says bye, Lee. Rubberneck says bye, Lee. Kelly says hi, Todd. Plaza Place by Magnetic North. Let's support each other on watch hours. There you go. Yep. Yep. Handmade Homegrown says if someone removes me as a mod, I do not get upset and still support their channels by liking and saying hi when they're live. That's right, Handmade. Yep. Me too. I don't have to be a mod on somebody's channel. If I am, I take that responsibility, to heart, and I make sure that I keep that channel safe. But if I'm not, I'm okay with that too. Hmm. Right on, everybody. Right on. Anybody wants to be unmodded, just let me know, because my mods, I trust you guys and I want you to have my back. Hmm. Shearber says, good morning, Todd. Rubberneck says, that's how you act normal and upright, Handmade. That's right. Hmm. Normal and upright. I love that, Rubberneck. That's right. Yep. I try to stop in as many lives as I can. My eyes last night were so bad, so early. Like normally I could make it through, like, say, crossword puzzles, if we did that. But my eyes were just spent. And I know why. I did diamond painting yesterday. When I do diamond painting, my eyes get exhausted and they get exhausted early. Plus I did Scrabble out in the heat, outside on the patio. We did Scrabble and the match game. And that was I think that was a 3-hour live stream. And the heat and the humidity, it was just, I was done. I fell asleep on the outdoor couch last night. I don't know what time. And my husband came out. He made milkshakes and he came out and gave me one at 9:30. And I was like sound asleep. He woke me up, startled me. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I fell asleep out here. I didn't even know. So I packed up all my stuff from sitting outside and came in. I drank the milkshake. I brushed my teeth and I went to bed. I was exhausted. The heat. Rubberneck says, be good people. That's right. Kelly said, I got you, Daisy. Yep, I got it, Kelly. How are the hummingbirds handmade? Handmade and homegrown, you guys. Make sure you get over there and say hello and check out their stream because first of all, they're lovely people. Handmade, homegrown, and Toolman. They're lovely, lovely people. And their streams are beautiful. The hummingbirds and the feeders and all of it is beautiful, but really they get beautiful, beautiful. Lots of hummingbirds. Check them out, guys. Choose to be good. Yeah. Handmaid says, thank you, Rubberneck. Sono says, I made a mistake of modding people who asked. That person started blocking my viewers and I had to block him. What? Oh, people just are so terrible. Handmaid says they are doing great. Palazzo, hungry little creatures. Kelly says, I bet you do a lot. You get up super early and do so much. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Yep, I try to get down to the beach like on work days when my husband leaves for work. I get down to the beach. I try to make sure that I get a sunrise video for members only. I put that up. But I go to bed early, you know? That's why a lot of times I can't do crosswords. It's like I can't see. I can't see at night sometimes. Shipper says, "Oh no, son will never give one to anyone who asks." Right? Plazo says, "Let's grow together for a better YouTube." Right, Plazo Place. I like that. Yes. Someone says, "Now I'm careful who I mod up." Right? Grumpy's laid back carvings. Hey, Grumpy's laid back carvings. Welcome, my friend. Sono says, Shearbear lesson learned. Shearbear says, good Sono. Dinovic, it's so much easier to be nice than evil. That's right, Dinovic. That's right. Uncle Harold says, gotta scram. All you wonderful people have a great day. And I'll see you all next time. I'm going to leave this running. See ya. Thank you, Uncle Hairball. Thank you, buddy. Have a good day. I know I'll see you later. Handmaid says, thank you, Kelly. Hank, thank you, Handmaid. Blue Creeper's here. Hey, Blue Creeper. Welcome, Blue Creeper. Everybody say hi to Blue Creeper. Shearber says Chloe from JB's. Oh, yeah. JBCB's is another one, you guys. Yep. And Chloe. They're wonderful too. And Brylon Farm, the Miss Event or the Adventures of Nana and Pops, North Texas Bird Feeder Andrew. They're all wonderful, you guys. All of them. Good morning, Blue Creeper, says Shearbear. Bye, Uncle, says Kelly. Hi, Blue Creeper, says Shearbear. Sonal says, hi, Blue Creeper. Shearbear says, have a blessed day, Uncle. And good morning, Grumpy. Sonal says, LOL, Shearbear. Farm Life, welcome to the Love Hearts. Yes, welcome, welcome, Farm Life. Welcome, welcome. Farm Life on Grumble's Homestead. Welcome to the Love Hearts. The membership, thank you. Grumpy says, good morning, Shearbear. Kelly says, my eyes are so dry. We still have so much stuff blowing around out here. We had a lot of rain in early July, so everything grew and bloomed, and it's rough. Right, Kelly? Yep. And, we get I think Texas gets it too. We get the Sahara dust right here. So, like, if you're outside, you see it. You can see it in the air sometimes, but your eyes definitely feel it. Like, your eyes are gooky all day long because it comes from the Saharan desert over the Atlantic right to us. Right. Farm Life on Grumble's Homestead. Hey, Dinovic says, you got so many mods. Someone says, I think my obsession of autocorrect has affected everyone. Blue Creeper says, hey, Sono, hello, Shearbear. Shearbear says, it came out as TP. Uncle Hairball says, thank you all. Soon. Bye, Uncle. Thank you, buddy. Someone says, I can't believe I even watched my short because I'm laughing so hard. Blue Creeper says, we do get it here. Kelly says, we do too. Radio Dude says, hi, Blue Creeper. Plaza Places. What I hate is when people hide behind a private cloak in YouTube. And then they unsubscribe from your channel. They sub and unsub. Yeah, I don't even pay attention to the sub count unless it's a big round number, like 3,500, 3,200, 2,700, 800. I like the round numbers. Farm Life says, "Hey, dude." Blue Creeper says, "Hey, Radio Dude." Sonal says, "Uncle Hairball, take care." Hairball, Uncle Hairball. Welcome, everybody. I don't hear the mowers. Let's head back outside. Hi, Daisy. You want to come out or you want to stay in? Let's go see what we got going on outside, okay? Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, there he is, right there. All right. Scratch that idea because they're still out there. Come here, little pumpkin. Sorry, guys. I was going to head back outside, but I hear them. They're still out there. Dinovic, wow, you got Sahara dust. I didn't know that. Are they really crossing the big drink? Yes. Yes. The weatherman will tell you here we get Saharan dust, mostly in the summertime, and it blows right over. And there's days where it looks like there's like a fire. It looks like it's like smoke from a fire, but it's not. It's Saharan dust. Yeah. We do get it, yeah. Blue Creeper, Jax has infusion this morning, so can't stay long. Just wanted to wish everyone a fantastic day. Oh, everyone, send your love and support and prayers to Blue Creeper and Jax. Oh, we love you guys. Thank you for stopping in and letting us know. Much love to Blue Creeper and her son, you guys. Kelly says, I'm glad you caught it, Sonal. Sonal says, hi, Kelly, LOL. Palazzo Place. When you're a smaller channel, every sub is precious and valued. Absolutely, positively. Palazzo Place. Yes. Every single one. Mm-hmm. Yep. And, I try to make sure I sub back. Sometimes I don't do it right away. Sometimes I go on my computer and I sub back to a bunch of I did that yesterday. I sub back to a bunch of people. So if you don't see me sub back, I will. It's just a matter of time. That's all. But I would definitely will. Grumpy, speaking of mowers, I got to get busy. Have an awesome stream. Thank you, Grumpy's Laid Back Carvings. Thank you so much. You have a good day. Thank you for stopping in today. Shiver says, Blue Creeper, have a blessed day. Shiver says, have a blessed day, Grumpy. Dinovic, impressive. The world is smaller than we think. It is. It's a lot smaller than we think, right? It's very large, but yet at times it's very small. Kelly, I've been getting air quality alerts. That's never happened where I am. Yeah, we're right on the ocean side. We're right at the ocean, so um, we get it a lot. Yeah, we get it a lot. Hello, Farm Life, says Sonal Rubberneck. It's a small world after all. That's right. Someone says, hello, Farm Life. Plaza Place says, hey, Blue Creeper. Italian Bushcraft Cooking. Miss Daisy May, greetings to the most relaxing voice on YouTube. Oh, hello, Italian Bushcraft Cooking. Everybody say hello to Italian Bushcraft Cooking. And if you've not checked out their channel, please do that. A wonderful channel. I love all the stuff they cook, and it's just so amazing. It's just such an amazing channel. Thank you, Italian Bushcraft Cooking. Rubberneck is Grumpy. Your carvings are cool. Another cool channel. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Someone says Rubberneck. I know, right? Rubberneck, I know, right? Italian says hello, everyone. Someone says hello, Italian. Italian Bushcraft Cooking. We got it. Daisy, your voice is relaxing. Thank you, Rubberneck. Thank you. Michael, I'm at the hotel. Michael's at the hotel. Hey, Michael, how's it going? Todd says, hi, Giuliano. Giuliano. Italian says, thank you very much, Daisy. Aw, thank you, my friends. Someone says, Blue Creeper, here's some love and prayers for you. Plaza Place says, what bothers me is the Chinese presence of Florida near the coastline near Cuba. Italian Bushcraft says, Soul is all about freedom. Hello. Sherbert says, hello, Italian. Good morning. What bothers me is the Chinese presence of off the Florida coastline near Cuba. Kelly, IBC, I subbed, liked, and commented. Thank you, Kelly. Sonal, somehow YouTube isn't letting me sub to more people. Eye rolls. Italian Bushcraft says, hello, Share Bear. Well, it is Monday, you guys. It's Monday, July 28th, 2025. It's 9:51 a.m. on the east coast of Florida, on the east coast of the United States. And we have 85 degrees right now. 85 degrees. Kelly, are you getting a wooden boat now? A wooden boat. Todd, there's a link for Italian Bushcraft. Thank you, Todd. Thank you. Italian Bushcraft, Tweeter 1969. Thank you very much. I just subbed your channel. There you go. Kelly says, Sonal, I'm sure it's spelling mistakes causing that. Sonal says, Kelly, I commented. Dinavec, I do a lot of hiking in Norway, but I have the feeling that bushcraft food is better. Oh, a lot of hiking? I thought you meant hiking. Hiking. Yeah, Dinavec, check out Italian Bushcraft Cooking. It's an amazing channel. They're amazing. Yes, you'll love it. You'll thank me. You'll say, hey, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, guys, please, if you would hit that like button. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We would appreciate that. Oh, it sounds kind of quiet. Should we try to head outside? Let's see how it goes. Daisy gonna stay in the chair? Don't get down. You need me, you bark. Okay. Oh, it's quiet. All right. We have some quiet. Oh, and now we don't. Please hit the like button, everybody. Please and thank you. Nope, here come the mowers. We'll hang out a little while longer. Now, don't forget, we're coming back at 1:30 with match game, and at 2 o'clock, we're playing Scrabble. 1:30 will be the match game. 2 p.m. Eastern time will be Scrabble. And we will have crossword puzzles tonight for sure. I'm not doing any diamond painting today. Crossword puzzles at 8 o'clock. All right. Let me catch up. Kelly says, thank you. Italian Bushcraft, Todd, how are you? Andrea, hello to the East Coast. My time is 3:45 in the afternoon. Greetings from Germany. Hello, Andrea. Hello, Andrea. Welcome, welcome. Kelly says, thank you. IBC. Sharebird says, Andrea, good morning. Kelly says, LOL Sonal. Sonal LOL. Italian Bushcraft says, hello, Dinovic. Lisa farts a lot. There's Lisa. Lisa says, hey there. Sorry I'm late. You're not late, Lisa. You're right on time. Are you okay, Lisa? How are you today? Pinned message. Hello, pinned message. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this awesome channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for more exquisite content. I love that pinned message. You earned your name again today. Thank you, pinned message. And good morning to you. Rubberneck says, hello, Lisa. Plaza Places just checked to you Italian bushcraft cooking. Excuse me. Todd says, I think we should go for a boat ride. I'm with you, Todd. Let's hire that guy across the water. Rubberneck says, mowers, LOL. Oh, she came back out. Start the mowers. Yeah, exactly right. Lisa says, hi, Rubberneck. Italian bushcraft cooking. Daisy May, my porthole is open. Could you close it? Matthew says, hi, everybody. Hey, Matthew. Everybody say hi to Matthew Fields. Hello, Matthew. How are you today? Kevin's here. Oh, my God, Kevin. Kevin. Kevin's here, everybody. New picture. Yes. Yes, we put up little Daisy. Do you like it? That's going to be our new logo. I made it myself. The girl who has no talent made her own logo. We'll see how it comes out on a sticker. All right, I'm gonna get some stickers. Yeah, Kevin. Yep, Kevin. How are you? Kevin just lights up a room, you guys. Matthew. Also, Matthew. How you doing, buddy? Rubberneck says hello, Andrew. Dinovic says I'll look up your channel. We all know Italian food is bad. But I'll give it a try. What? Is that a wink? Wink? Yeah. Italian food is yummy, yum, 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 yum. Someone says, wow, my subs is going up. I'm almost at 2.9. There you go. Sono, woohoo. Italian Bushcraft says, Jen Palooza, thank you very much. Rubberneck says, LOL. Sono says, hi, Lisa. Shibber says, Lisa, good morning. Andrea says, thank you. It's so nice to listen to your voice. Oh, thank you, Andrea. You are so kind. Wow. Thank you. Shibber says, good morning, pin message. Matthew says, another heat advisory, right? You got to grin and bear it. It's summertime in the United States, and it's a hot one for a lot of people. Matthew says, I'm doing good. Rubberneck says, good watching Sonal. You're fast. Shiver says, Matthew Fields got you playing today. There you go. Matthew Fields is also working on WH, everybody. You could go over and watch a live stream, watch a video list or a playlist, watch a video. Matthew Fields, yep. Kelly, my cat video has almost 200 views. There you go. Shiver says, good morning, Kevin. Beaver Audits, second like. Hey, Beaver Audits, welcome. Someone says, oops, Sheer Bear, sorry, thought you timed him out for 5 minutes. Lisa says, off to help a friend again. Oh, that's right, Lisa, you're helping your friend. Good for you. That's a nice friend. You're a good girl. Matthew says, hi, Sheer Bear. Kevin says, it's nice, Miss Daisy. Good morning, everybody. Oh, good to see you, Kevin. Happy Monday, buddy. Dino says, I can draw you. I had a phone call coming in, so you're going to see it like a little bit of a lull there. One of my favorite YouTube channels. Thank you, Italian Bushcraft Cooking. You're so kind. Someone says, troll for the last time, no politics. Hello, pinned message to Sono. Beaver audits, is that a dam I see? No, 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 no. Mm-mm. It's seaweed. We have some seaweed. My watch hours are 15:26, says Matthew. You're halfway there, Matthew. Pinned message says, hi, Sono. Italian says, hello, Lisa. Rubberneck says, cat videos are popular on YouTube, gets a lot of views. Yep. Beaver says, my second channel, Miss Daisy. Well, hold, Beaver Audits. What's your first channel? Are you here on your with your first channel as well? Do we know you? Do I know you? Matthew says Sheer Bear is awesome. Sheer Bear is amazing. Sheer Bear is an awesome. That's right. She's awesome. She's amazing. She is. She's the Godfather. Sheer Bear is the Godfather. We love her. Yes. Rubberneck says okay. Dinvik says we lost you. Rubberneck says we back. There we go. I think BV Audit is pinned message. Italian says Miss Daisy, you're welcome, my dear. Thank you, Italian. Oh, Beaver Audit is pinned message. Yes. Oh, okay. Hey, pinned message. So that's two. Okay. Beaver Audit says yes. Okay. Sheer says, I'll love you all. We love you, Sheer Bear. Sheer Bear is the godfather. She's a lady godfather, right? She helps everybody out. We love Sheer Bear. Everybody loves Sheer Bear. How can you not love Sheer Bear? Do I have to put up another poll? Do you love Sheer Bear or do you love Sheer Bear? I'll do it. I'm not afraid to do it. She's really awesome godmother. She is a godmother. There you go. She's the godmother. I like it, Rubberneck. Rubberneck is awesome too, says Sonal. Absolutely, yes. Matthew Shibber's amazing, right? Beaver, I don't bring this channel in here as Beaver can be blue. If you don't love Shibber, I don't want to be your friend, says Rubberneck. There you go. Tiny K. Hey, Tiny. How's Tiny doing? Welcome. Ashley. Hey, Ashley. Is that our Ashley from our Scrabble game, Ashley? Ashley. Ashley. Someone says, hey, Ashley. Matthew says, hi, Ashley. Just up to you. Shibber says, hi, Ashley. Shibber send us some love. Make a poll about Rubberneck. Do you love Rubberneck or do you love Rubberneck? Okay. I'll do that. We got to go outside to do that. Hold on. Daisy, stay there. Okay, baby? She's in the chair. All right. They're mowing. I'm going to put up a poll, though. Oh, they stopped. Okay, here we go. Whoops. Do you... Wait. All right, there we go. We got it. We got it. Do you love Rubberneck or do you love Rubberneck? We did Share Bear. Now it's Rubberneck's turn. Next time we'll do Sonal. Do you love Sonal or do you love Sonal? Dinovic, I don't know Shira, but I trust that you keep good people in here. Thank you, Dinovic. Yeah, Shira is amazing. Tiny says, I'm okay. Ashley says, no, I'm going to be a first time mommy. Ashley, your picture looks so familiar. Rubberneck says, everyone shine your beautiful light onto the world today. Oh, thank you, Rubberneck. We got to pin that. That's such a nice message. Beaver Audits, I'm off to build a floodgate. Oh, wow, really? Tiny says, hey, hi, Ashley, welcome back. Rubberneck says, darkness cannot hide in the light. That's true. That's true. Ashley says, thank you, Tiny K. Someone says, Andy, you got me confused with the troll. Matthew says, okay. Rubberneck says, I do love Rubberneck. LOL. Are you far from Jacksonville? Yes. We're about 4 hours. We're about a good 4 hour drive from Jacksonville. We are near Fort Lauderdale. Ashley, Tiny K, I feel like I'm getting bigger this week. Solo Rubberneck, I suggested it. Solo says, and you're making me blush. Rubberneck says, room full of love and light today. That's right. Shearbear sending love to Rubberneck. Tiny says, just wait, Ashley, it will be worth it. Ashley says, thank you, Shearbear. Dino says, I don't know if I like Rubberneck, but I know you don't hate her. No, I love her. She's fantastic. She's fantastic and amazing. Mm-hmm. She is. Daisy, I got people who hate me, but I always smile. Ashley says, thank you, Sonal. You know what, Sonal? We all do. We all have people that don't like us. You know what I mean? It's nothing to stress over, you guys. If somebody doesn't like you, so what? If somebody, it's okay. Not everybody's going to like everybody. I know in a perfect world, everybody loves everybody. But the truth is, not everybody likes everybody. You know, can you love someone who murdered their child? No. Can you love somebody who went into a bank, robbed a bank, and shot a teller? No. Can you love somebody who started your house on fire? No. Do many people teach forgiveness for those things? Yes, they do. Is that a hard thing to do? It's a very hard thing to do. But you're not going to love everybody in the world. I mean, most people. There are some people who can love absolutely everybody. Yes. Some people can forgive those crimes that people have done. But for the most part, not everybody's going to like everybody. Don't sweat it. Don't even sweat it. Tiny says, Rubberneck, we love you. Tiny says, hi, Sonal. Rubberneck says, I'm just going to be me regardless. I just move on. Me too. You don't like me? Bye bye. Right? Exactly. Dixie. Hi, Dixie. Dixie says, good morning, everybody. Hello, Dixie. Welcome. Ashley said, I need to go see my doctor today. Awesome, Ashley. Sonal says, hey, Tiny. Sonal says, hey, Dixie. Kelly says, Sonal, don't even listen to creeps. You be unapologetically. Right. Dixie says, hey, Sonal. Dino says, no, I don't like everyone, but I have to know you to dislike you. There you go. Exactly. Rubberneck says, some people have the wrong perspectives. That's true also. Yep. Andrea, OMG, 4 hours. I visited Jacksonville 33 years ago where my elder sister still lives. Oh, she got married and away she went. There you go, Andrea. Someone says, Kelly, I agree. Rubberneck is right on Daisy. Dixie says, love the person, not the sin. Dixie, wow, that's good. Love the person, not the sin. Wow, I like that so much. You know what? That's something I needed to hear. See, guys? Love the person, not the sin. That is awesome. You know who else would say that? Yogi. Our friend Yogi just doing burpees in his basement. Yogi would say that, Dixie. Wow, Dixie, thank you. Yeah, I like it, Dixie. I like it. You opened my eyes right there. Rubberneck is correct. Mercy is a gift. Ashley says yes, Dixie. Tiny. I've long as the people who don't like me in real life and on YouTube, they banned from my channel. Someone says Dixie, spot on. Yes, Dixie, amazing. Sheber says Dixie, good morning. Andrew says it's hard to forgive the narcissist, but I better understand that their brain is damaged. Someone says Daisy May, I am glad I sent Dixie to you. She's absolutely about positivity. She's all about positivity. Oh, Dixie's amazing. Wow, Dixie, I love you already. I love them as as a son or daughter of God, but I don't like the behavior. Do I stay away? Dixie, oh my goodness, I love that. You are right on. You are right on. Shipper says, Andrea, true, but you got to forgive. Dixie says, morning, Cheer Bear. And thanks. Rubberneck says, hello, Dixie. Ashley says, I try to love everyone. Rubberneck says, right on, Dixie. Yeah, Dixie, you are right spot on, young lady. Yes. Someone says, Dixie, you're awesome. Yes. Thank you so much, Dixie. Love the person, not the sin. Yeah, that is so good. Rubberneck says, I know it's appreciate forgiveness. Yeah. Dixie has a rubberneck. Wow, Dixie, that was amazing. Love the person, not the sin. I love it. I love it. I love it. Remington Page, hello from Australia, sister. Hey, Remington. I appreciate forgiveness, Rubberneck, right? Yeah. Kevin, what exactly is love to an enemy? Like love means they deserve to breathe and live happy? Dixie says, I just had to teach a lesson on forgiveness at church. Yeah, forgiveness is a hard thing, folks. Especially when you did forgive and you did forgive and you did forgive and you did forgive and you did and you kept forgiving and forgiving and they just kept doing what they did to you. I don't know I don't know how mm, I don't know how to do that in the moment. Mm, interesting. Ashley says, hello, Remington. Sonal says, if you love the sin, not the person, is eventually it will haunt you. Kevin, I just had an enemy die. Wish I could have had a chance to get a few things talked out before she died. Oh, Kevin, I'm so sorry. Enemies. I don't know if I would have classified anybody as an enemy for myself. Well, yeah, there's some people. Yeah. Have I forgiven those people for what they did? No. Will I ever forgive those people? Probably not. I've told one person through YouTube my story. Actually, I've told two people. But the one I recently told, I hope they understand. It's not something I can share with everybody. Well, forgiveness for those people is going to be very hard for me to do. So I work on it daily. hmm Dixie says, "Okay, if an enemy was hurt, do you call 911 or walk away?" Kelly says, "I know exactly what you mean, Daisy." Remington says, "What church do you go to, sis?" Rubberneck says, "Ever read the dictionary on definition of love, then compare it to what it says in First Corinthians about love? Very different definitions." No, but I'd love you to post them so I could see them. Dinovic says, I agree with Dixie, but if you touch my daughter, I don't know if I forgive. There you go, Dinovic. Right, right. Remington says, I go to Salvation Army. Dixie's turning over to God. We're required to forgive. Yes, we are. Mm-hmm. Call 911. Dixie says, let him worry about it. You walk away. Remy says, I hit the wrong vote. That's okay. Call 911, whether it's an enemy, but if they were attacking you physically, you must defend yourself. That's right. Sonos is Rubberneck. Sonos is Remington Page. LOL. Ashley, I had a few enemies while I was in school. Remington, where are you from? This is Florida. This is the United States. This is Florida. Dixie says, I do have a person I strongly dislike, but I forgave her. I stay far away from her. Yes. Kevin, with me, the worst enemy are the ones I befriended and turns on me. Hurts much more than just people who hate me plainly. Right? Exactly, Kevin. People that you trust, people that you care about, or even that you might love, and they stab you in the back. I had it done to me. I had it done to me just recently, by somebody on here actually. And you have to just walk away from it, right? It hurts your soul. If somebody actually hurts your soul, because hurting your soul is way different than just getting hurt physically or emotionally. If somebody hurts your soul, you have to just like walk away. In my opinion, you have to walk away. Now, everybody has their own opinions. Don't forget, everybody has a different opinion of everything, and everybody's opinion in their opinion is correct. You have to do what's best for you, right? Rubberneck, I'm fine with Miss Daisy not sharing or sharing. It's your choice, Daisy. Thank you, Rubberneck. Thank you. Dixie, don't share on here. It bit me one time and nope, never again. Yep. Dinovic, I was a medic in Afghanistan and treated my enemies as I did my comrades. Right, Dinovic? Yep. Mm-hmm. Dixie's absolutely Rubberneck. Yes, Kevin, that is the her I'm referring to. Matthew says, hi, Ashley. Yeah. Yep. We all try to be kind to one another. We all try to be upstanding citizens. We all try to help each other grow, help each other when you're sad, celebrate when you're happy. Are we perfect? No, right? Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Do I do some wrong things? Yes. Does everybody do some wrong things? Yes. That's what makes us humans, right? We're all humans. It's the bottom line. We're all sinners. There we go. There she goes. Rubberneck. 1 Corinthians 14. Love is patient, etc. Matthew, it's 90 degrees. You got 90. We have 86. Looks like rain's coming in too, guys. Looks like rain's coming in here. I'm far from perfect, but I'm trying to be human. Exactly, Dinovic. Exactly. We all do the best we can do every day. Most of us. Most of us are not out there being evil and mean and unkind. Most of us are out there just trying to be ourselves, trying to help people, trying to share, love and kindness to the world, right? Yeah. Hello, Sean Film Vids. Hey, Sean. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Sean, hello, Daisy. Hello, Sean. Welcome. I had a friend lie and steal from me after my husband died. It's still a shock to me. Kelly, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Kelly, that happened to you. Kevin, but I guess that's the downside of being super love. I can't expect it back from people. And for everyone that hates, there's more who love. Right on, Kevin. You try to love the people you can love, and sometimes you just don't get it back, right? Mm-hmm. Right on, Kevin. Right on, buddy. Dixie, we've had so much rain. It's been crazy. Kevin, and love knows love. Real knows real. That's it, Kevin. That is so right on, Kevin. Mm-hmm. That is so right on. Wow, all you guys with all these enlightening words today. Love knows love. Real knows real. Love the person, not the sin. All good, good guys. Thank you so much. Matthew, best live ever. Thank you, Matthew. You're so kind. Everybody make sure you're over there checking out my friend Matthew, okay? He's working on his WH. He's halfway there to his first milestone. Give him a watch, guys. Sean says, hey, Share Bear, and she says, hey back. How you doing, Daisy? How you doing, Sean? Film Vids. Welcome, buddy. Sonal, I people stab me in the back and I give them their hot pockets. Sonal. Andrea, it's a good point to act like in pregnancy, nutrition and protection. If you keep that rule, you are safe, people. Things, environment, protect yourself from the bad and what nurtures you. Good words, Andrea. Very good words, Andrea. Someone says, good day, Sean. And hi, Kevin. Rubbernecks, I left the two definitions of love on the Discord. Thank you, Rubberneck. Thank you. I will definitely check them out. Someone says, hi, nobody's perfect. That's right. Andrew says, I'm so sorry for your loss. Kevin says, hi, Sonal. Rubberneck, it's very eye-opening, the difference of definition. Oh, I can't wait to see it. Kelly says, just got hot pockets. They're so fresh, Sonal. Sean says, hi, Daisy. I'm good. I'm glad you're good, Sean. Matthew, you're also the best, just like Share Bear. Aw, Matthew, you're so sweet. Sean says, hello, Sonal. Sonal says, hello, Kelly. LOL. So, Rubberneck, I'm sure the world has several wrong definitions on love. Right on. Sonal says, sorry to hear that, Kelly. Rubberneck says, and many that follow. Many follow that. Right? Yep. I hear quiet outside. Let's go take a look. We got to close the poll before we go. We don't want to forget to close the poll. Literally, they just started up. Oh my goodness. All right, let me close the poll. We got 15 votes. End the poll. Here we go. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, so what do we have here? Someone, a wise person once said, most will be in the love full of hate. There's the poll. Do you love Rubberneck 60% or do you love Rubberneck 40%? Well, Rubberneck, 100% love you. World of hate. A wise person once said, most will live in a world full of hate. Gotcha. So Kevin said, didn't the Greeks have 5 loves? I don't know. Willie's Desert Hangout. Willie's. Hello from rural Australia. I love the title of your channel. Willie's Desert Hangout. Willie's Desert Hangout. I love it. Welcome. Rubberneck says, thank you all so nice. Dixie says, hate is a form of love. You have to care about the person or to hate them. It is when you become indifferent that gets scary. Kelly says, narcissist definition of love is really different. Matthew says, someone needs to do a rain dance so it can rain. Rubberneck says, I love you guys full of love. We love you, Rubberneck. She says, true Sonal. Someone says, let me rephrase that. Bad people will be in a world full of hate. There you go. Steven, I have arrived once again. Hello, Steven. Welcome, buddy. Everyone, Steven has arrived on the scene. Welcome, Steven. Rubberneck, sometimes people become hardened in their hearts because they've been abused by other. Yeah. Yeah. Right on, Rubberneck. Right on. Steven, thanks for the gifted sub, whoever did that. The gifted membership. Welcome, Steven. Yeah. Thanks for being here. Check out the members only stuff. There's members only videos, shorts, live streams, and there's posts in the post tab. Don't forget to go to the post tab, play the games, everybody. Thank you, Steven. Willie says, I'm in Arizona. Where are you? I'm in Florida, Willie. This is Florida, East Coast Florida. Dixie, you have to care about something to hate something. Someone says karma eventually gets you back. I believe in karma, guys. I do. And I know it's true. The universe does correct things. Sometimes you just have to wait for it. Someone says, Willie, we're in Florida. Rubberneck says, I like to sometimes call the bad people lost people. Oh, that's nice, Rubberneck. Yeah. Sherber says, Steven and Willie's Desert Hangout. Good morning. Rubberneck, I'm feeling full of light today. Hope you all do too. Yes, Rubberneck. Thank you so much. Thank you so kindly. So nice to see everybody today. I want to make sure I say happy Monday to you guys. It is Monday, July 28th, 2025. We have 10:22 a.m. on the east coast of Florida, on the east coast of the United States, and we have 86 degrees still, 86 degrees. Terry C's here. Hey, Terry. We say howdy. Terry says howdy, howdy, Terry. How's it going? Happy Monday, Terry. Thank you for being here, buddy. Sheriff says, good morning, Terry. Sono says, Rubberneck, even the trolls love you. Willie says, I believe in the power of positive energy. Right on, Willie. Me too. Yeah. Sean says, hello, Terry. Kevin says, loss of control and self power makes a lot of narcissists and abusive people. Empathy forgives, and I'm grateful it's not me. Wow. Steven. Wow, Steven. What in the world? Thank you. Wow, thank you, Steven. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much, Stephen G. 9.99. Awesome. Oh my goodness. Thank you for that. Todd, when do crosswords start today? Not 8 o'clock. Todd, crosswords at 8 p.m. tonight, Eastern time, 8 p.m. Kevin, loss of control and self power makes a lot of narcissists and abusive people. Empathy for forgiveness, and I'm grateful it's not me. There you go, Kevin. You're amazing. You're an amazing person. Yes, Todd, 8 p.m. Terry's here. Terry. Willie says, hi, Share Bear. Someone says, hey, Willie. I subbed. Rubberneck says, hello, Terry. So does Sono say, hey, Terry. Dixie says, Sono, you're the best. Never forget it. Rubberneck says, good. Thumbs up. Someone says, Dixie, no, you're the best. Dixie says, here's some love. Wayne. Hey, Wayne and Corey. Wayne RC, Corey RC. Welcome, boys. They say, hey, Daisy, and good morning, Daisy. Hey, Wayne and Corey. Welcome. Good morning to you guys. Rubberneck says, nice. I know it. Stephen, thank you so much. California Dreamin'. Good morning, Daisy and Chad. Hey, California Dreamin'. Hey, Tori. Welcome. Good morning, Tori. And Subby, welcome. Welcome, you guys. Someone says, W for Steven. Sean says, hey, Wayne and Corey. Someone says, hello, California. Charlie says, hello. Hello, Charlie. Charlie, Wayne, and Corey, RC guys. Thank you, boys. Rubberneck says, hello, Wayne and Corey. Wow, thank you so much. Steven, oh my goodness. Wow. James says, hey, Daisy, my dude. Hi, James. How you doing, James? Thank you for stopping in. Rubberneck says, hello, Charlie. Kevin says, hi, Tori and Subby. Sean says, hey, RC crew. Yeah, RC crew's here, everybody. RC crew in the house. There you go. Pin that up. RC crew's in the house. That's right. Welcome, welcome, everybody. We are on the east coast of Florida. We're going to hang out a few more minutes and we're going to say goodbye. But we will be back at 1:30 in just a few hours. We're coming back with Match Game. And at 2 o'clock, we have Scrabble. So head on back today this afternoon after lunch, 1:30 for Match Game, 2 o'clock for Scrabble. And then we will be back tonight as well at 8 p.m. with crossword puzzles tonight, crossword puzzles. And probably some Where's Waldo as well. All right. Sonal, there are a lot of times that I am funny and sometimes I'm serious. Yep. You're great, Sonal. Kage's here. Hey, Kage. He says hello and meow. Hello, Kage. Welcome, Kage. How's it going? How is it going, Kage? I hope things are better for you. Charlie says hello, Rubberneck. Dixie says, hey, RC. Kage says, hey, Sonal. Sonal says, hey, back. Sharebear says, hey, Kage, got you playing. Thank you, Sharebear. Kage also working on WH, everybody. Head over there and watch a playlist or a live stream. Kage says, thank you, Sharebear. Hey, Sharebear, thank you so much. Wayne's giving Solo a red card. Dixie says, I have a CT. I will try to be back. Oh, no, go ahead, Dixie. Take care of yourself. Thank you so much for being here. Very wise young lady, Dixie. Rubberneck says, yay, Waldo. Yeah, we'll play Waldo tonight. Yep. Solo says, what's up, Wayne? California Dreamer says, hey, Sharebear, Solo, and Kevin. Corey says, hey, Solo. Yeah, we're playing Scrabble, 2 o'clock, guys. Scrabble. Share Bear says, love you all. Have a blessed day. See you later. Bye, Share Bear. Thank you, Share Bear, so much. You have a wonderful day as well, young lady. Rubberneck says, morning, Kage. Kelly says, bye, Share Bear. Dixie says, I'm going to need a photo friend. I'm going to need photo friend. Sonal says, Dixie, I'm praying for you. Kage says, I'm a little stressed this morning, but it will be better soon, I hope. Yes, Kage, that's the way to think about it. You have some stress going on, but things are going to get better. Exactly. Charlie says, hello, Dixie. Andrew says, I'm doing crossword puzzles too just now, but with crosswords. Without crosswords. Share Bear sending love. Thank you, Share Bear. California Dreamin'. I will be back for Scrabble. I have a boot on my right ankle. They think I torn the ligament. Oh, no. Oh, rest up, California Dreamin', Tori. And we'll see you for Scrabble, 2 o'clock. Okay. Wayne's watching. Thanks, Wayne. Sono says, Kage, what happened? Dixie says, hey, Charlie, and thanks to Sono. Sono sending love and prayers to California Dreamin'. And Sono says, you're welcome, Dixie. Kage says, morning, Rubberneck. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday. James says, I see you. I'm lurking. I'm a lurking, lurking, lurking. I'm a lurking, lurking, lurking. If you're lurking, hit that like button. If you're working, hit that like button. And even if you're twerking, hit that like button. But if you're lurking and working and twerking, double tap your screen. That's how we work it here. Right? Right on. Hi, Sunny. Sunny Chronicles is here. Everybody say hi to Sunny Chronicles. Hello, young lady. So good to see you. Thank you for being here. James says, hey, Sonal. Dixie says, LOL. Sonal says, hey, Sunny Chronicles. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Sunny says, hi, Sonal. Sean says, hello, Sunny. Kelly says, yes, Daisy, whichever way is more convenient. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Yep, we're going to come back at 1:30 and we're going to have match game. And we're going to come back at 2 o'clock, or we'll be here at 2 o'clock with Scrabble. And then tonight we're going to play crossword puzzles and Where's Waldo. All right, so you don't want to miss those. 2 o'clock for Scrabble, 1:30 for match game if you want to play match game. 8 o'clock tonight is crossword puzzles. And after that is going to be Where's Waldo. Hi, Naveen. Hi, Stardashians. Welcome, everybody. Wow. Hi, everybody. Naveen, I love her voice. Thank you. Someone says, hey, James. Wayne says, hey, Sunny. Stardashian says, hi, Daisy. Hi, Stardashians. Hello, Stardashians. Eric and Lee. How are you guys? Naveen says, great greetings to Daisy. Thank you, Naveen. Welcome. Sunny Chronicles says, hi, Charlie. RC. Hi, Eric. Stardashians says, hope you are well this morning. And hi, Sunny. I'm doing great, Stardashians. Thank you so much for stopping by. James says, hey, Stardashians. Sean says, hello, Stardashians. It's really hot one today. Yeah, Matthew Fields was already at 90. Over here, we have 87. We just hit up to 87 right now. Stay cool, Stardashians. Make sure you guys hydrate, everybody. Wayne says, yo, the Stardashians. Stardashians says, hello, Wayne, Sean, and James. Corey says, hey, Stardashians. What's up, bro? Rubberneck says, good morning, Stardashians as well. Aw, everybody's loving on the Stardashians. Welcome, you guys. Give them some love. There you go. Stardashian says, hey, Corey. Charlie says, hey, Sono. Stardashian says, hello, Rubberneck. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We have yard work going on outside, guys, so we're hanging. We're just hanging out. We're coming back at 1:30 with match game, 2 o'clock with Scrabble, 8 p.m. tonight with crossword puzzles, and after crossword puzzles, we have Where's Waldo. We have a full plate today. Kelly got lots of rest last night. Kelly went to bed early. Mm-hmm. You're cleaning up the yard. Oh, it's kind of hot for cleaning up the yard, right? Rubbernecks, lawn crew, hopefully they cut it nice and short. Yeah. In the summer, they usually do it like every 6 or 7 days, something like that, or 5 days. I forget. They're on a schedule. They do it more, of course, in the summer than in the winter, but they're still here in the winter too. Yeah. Where's Waldo is great. Thank you, Stardashians. Thank you. Pamela. Hi, Pamela. Pamela says, good morning, everyone. It's going to be a super hot day. Stay hydrated and be safe in the sun. Good advice, Pamela. So much so that I'm going to pin you right up because I love that. Good morning, Pamela. Thank you for being here. 1 week, says Rubberneck. 1 week? Because sometimes they're here on Friday and sometimes they're here on Monday. Sometimes they're here on Tuesday. I never know. Was going to do an app called VHO, but canceled it. Way too hot. All right. Rubbernecks, they seem to be keeping to once a week. Okay. Once a week. Yeah. Pam says it's already 80 in Pennsylvania. Yeah, we have 87, Pam. I'm so sorry. Try to stay cool and hydrated, everybody. That's the key. Hydration. Hmm. It's 96 over there, Eric? What? Oh my God. Can't even keep up with their schedule. 77 here and where Kelly is. 77. Yeah, Eric, it's 10:33 exactly and it's 96 over there? What? Let me see what we have. Maybe my watch is wrong. No, we have 87 and Key Largo is at 85. Wow. Sorry to hear that, you guys. Stay cool, stay hydrated, right? Mhm. Thank you so much for everybody stopping in. Please hit the like button on your way in or on your way out. It would be so appreciated. YouTube does count all the metrics. Likes are one of them. Thank you, everybody. I thought the further up north it gets cooler, right, Eric? No, we're at 87 right now. 87. Rubberneck is 85 in Michigan. Not hotter, it's backwards. Hey, Eben, I have a pranked idea for you. All right, let's hear it, Eben. Yeah, we have 87, Eric. 87. Rubberneck in the summer, it's so hot, but then you go into the store and you freeze, right? Especially if you go to the freezer section of the grocery store, the freezer section, you're like freezing. Yeah. Andrew says, here we go. Like number 50. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Pamela says Gatorade or Myo electrolytes replace squeeze things. Keep them in stock in the summer. Yes, Pamela, good advice. I dare you to call pizza husking. It's Taco Bell. Oh, I dare you to call Pizza Hut asking if it's Taco Bell. Sardashian's hot to cold, not great for the body. That's true too, Eric. Yep. I never forget to take a light jacket anywhere I go, just in case. Right on, Rubberneck. Yep. I keep a sweatshirt, like a zip up sweatshirt, in the car. Hmm. It just sits in the car because you never know when you need it. Exactly. Hmm. Right. All right, everybody, we're going to get ready to say goodbye, okay? Excuse me. We will be back at 1:30 this afternoon in just 3 hours. We're coming back with Match Game. And at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to play Scrabble today after lunch. 1:30 Match Game, 2 o'clock is Scrabble. And then tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have crossword puzzles followed by Where's Waldo? All right? It should be so fun. Thank you for joining me. I have to go out and shut the stream down, but it might hurt your ears, so I apologize. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, okay? We'll see you later, everybody. Hey, Aries World. Stephen, thank you, Stephen. Oh, my goodness. Stephen, thank you so much. Pamela says, Ed, they are owned by the same company. Aries World is stopping by to say hello. Thank you, Aries World. Thank you. Rubberneck says, hubby laughs, but sometimes you realize I was smart. You are smart, Rubberneck. Sardashian says, say Aries World. Aries World says, just in time to say goodbye. Yes. Hello and goodbye. Thank you, Aries World.
Thank you, Stephen, so much. You're so kind and generous, Stephen. Thank you. Aries Rose says, hello, Stardashians. Kenny says, see you later. Rubber Neck says, okay, Daisy, you'll see you then. Sunny says, see you soon. Thank you, Sunny Chronicles. Callie says, see you later, Daisy. Aries Rose says, have a great day. Stardashians says, see you later. Andrew says, what are you going to do meanwhile? I got to take Daisy for a walk. I got to have something to eat. Goodbye, chat. Much love, Stardashians. Andrea, thank you so much. You are lovely. Thank you, Andrea. Pamela, have a great day. Everyone stay safe. Thank you, Pamela. Somebody says, bye, everyone. All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you again. See, they're still here. They're still here. See? Yeah. All right. We'll see you at 1:30. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye, everybody.